I made that.
I knew you would.
Good job. Good job.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to yet another disturbing episode of the Wardcast, your weekly tomato source for the latest video game news, machinima, survival horror discussions, updates on the ward, and more.
I'm more.
Yes, and I'm your host, Alec Funnel. And did you know that the PN03, the Capcom GameCube game, that originally Vanessa was going to carry around a gun instead of shooting energy blasts from her hands? However, due to the schedule constraints, the developers were unable to complete the gun animations in time.
Did you say constraints?
Yes.
Constraints.
Boy.
Did you also know that I have these fuckers with me? And here they are. Sean Clark.
Hi.
Jazz Rich.
Hi.
And Carmen Dela Cruz.
Hello.
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 So, I'm afraid we have some bad news.
Oh.
I died.
So, yeah, she did. That wasn't
Sorry,
the bad news.
It's fine.
Sorry, you said bad news. Sorry,
It's fine.
So, I'm afraid YouTube has pooped again.
Oh.
As you know, people can watch YouTube from their smart TVs. Well, some twat
Wait.
at YouTube.
Wait, am I supposed to... Is there an image for this?
Yes, you can put the image up. There we go. Yeah. As you know, people can watch YouTube from their smart TVs. Well, some twat at YouTube was like, let's introduce 30-second unskippable adverts for people watching on our shit. On their TVs. That guy probably got a promotion or a new Google car. Another guy was like, what if we introduce adverts during pauses that YouTube pause YouTube videos on? I don't know why I went on Brandon. It's probably him that came up with that idea. But that one is still being trialed. But yeah, YouTube is really trying to get people to buy premium. Business-wise, it's a brilliant idea. But for our average smucks out there, including you guys, it's shit. So what do you guys think of more adverts? Unskippable adverts.
Unless you have premium.
I have premium, so it doesn't affect me. Ha ha ha.
Does somebody have a fan on? It's loud as fuck.
It's me.
Sorry, we're famous.
I mean...
I can check and turn it off.
YouTube's been going down the shitter for a while at this point, but like, it's just annoying. I don't have YouTube Red. I don't want to pay for that shit. I pay for enough fucking streaming services. Like, I don't use. But it's annoying because like there's literally advertisements that will last like 5 minutes. And yeah, okay, you can skip them or whatever, but like it's one thing to have a couple minutes of commercial, because like a lot of times I'll just have YouTube running in the background while I'm doing something. I'm cleaning or doing something. It's just running in the background, and I can just let a 15-second, 30-second advertisement run, and then just go through the motions, and then it'll resume the video when it's done. It's fine, whatever. But when you have a fucking 5-minute long advertisement, that's fucking bullshit. Like, that's worse than back in the day when cable was a thing. You'd have your network television and there'd be commercial breaks and shit like that. It's lasting longer than that. Like, why are we going backwards in time to where advertisements are fucking even more egregious than they were before? It's fucking ridiculous, especially on a platform like YouTube. It's not a commercial. Well, I guess nowadays it's a commercial platform, but once upon a time it was not. It's YouTube. It's supposed to be individuals broadcasting unique content on the internet. Like, why? It's becoming television. It's fucking annoying.
And television has ads.
Yeah.
YouTube also has like their own, what do you call? It's becoming television. They have their own original series, like sitcoms. And I can't remember what it was, but I watched a couple.
You're contributing to the problem. Lee, why do you have 3 HD DVDs? What is wrong
More
with you?
than.
More than. Why do you have one?
Because YouTube has content on their, like, full free movies on their tubes. But also,
So
I do agree that I do agree that it is excessive. I don't know what to do to stop it, except I don't have to deal with it because I pay for YouTube Premium. I pay for YouTube Premium, and I have happily done so for the past, like, 3 years at least, or maybe longer, because I was tired of the bullshit. I was tired of having to sit through that time in and time out. And what bothers me more than the commercials is the fact that I pay for commercial free stuff, and yet people, oh, I need to shut up.
okay.
Answer Spay paid promotion stuff. Yeah.
What?
Anyway, today
before that, like the bigger problem about this kind of shit is like that we're contributing to what happens next. Like, things might seem okay now, or like a little bit annoying now, but like we're paving the road for what happens tomorrow, what happens down the road. Like, if we enable that behavior, it's like, okay, well, I'm annoyed at these 5-minute fucking advertisements, so I'm just going to buy YouTube Red, and then everybody buys YouTube Red, and then the majority has it. Well, what do they do next? Like, what's the next move that they can make to make money? Okay, well, let's implement more features. Let's raise the cost of the service. Let's split it into tiers like PlayStation did. Like, we're enabling the companies to continue to increase monetization, and it damages the platform overall going forward, and that's not great.
Yeah.
Do it.
Well, you know what they're going to do next is YouTube Red adverts.
Wait, what about ad bucks? Say it again.
YouTube Red adverts. So you pay a super premium to not get YouTube Red adverts.
Well, yeah, that's it has something called YouTube Red for at least a couple years. It's considered premium. Yeah, I have it, but what bothers me about that is when there is sponsor content within a video that you're watching, and it's you can't really tell where it is. You can't really skip it. I'm not here to hear about this product or that product. If I wanted to hear about this product or that product, I would look up a review about it. I'm here to watch whatever the primary content is, the subject of the video. What's on the title card. I'm here to watch that, not about Joe Schmo's fancy sheets or some shit. Although there are some content creators who make their sponsorship advertisements entertaining enough to where you almost look forward to them, because they are given the same amount of they're funny. They're given the same amount of creative effort put into it and work and so forth as the main video itself. And Ryan George does that. Does great. Like, I love to watch his sponsorship videos because of that sort of thing. And he even made it like a sub segment. He puts it at the end of the video. So if you want to skip at the end of the video, if you want to just bounce and not see it, you don't have to. And he makes them very entertaining to where it's its own little like sub segment where there's like a little astronaut floating in space and stuff. And it's funny. And so I'll sit through them and I'll watch them because they are entertaining. And sometimes, if advertisements are really wild and funny and like really engaging, then it's not as big a deal. Like, I like advertisements like that, but I don't like being forced to watch them. And that's why I pay.
Well, there's two. This is part of the problem too. Is like there's two separate categories of advertising, right? You have the sponsorship of like the individual creator who will have their own sponsorship, and they can do with that what they want. They can make it funny or engaging or entertaining, and they can do it in a way that is worth watching, and that's great. But they're, in addition to watching that, like you can, and it's built into the video. So like if you want to skip it, you can. But in addition to that existing, there's also the built-in YouTube ads on top of it that can range from, 30 seconds to 5 minutes at a time. So like it just gets to the point where it's like, okay, well, and the YouTuber also like curates that to a degree. It's like, okay, well, I can create my video so that I'm like, here's content, and then like right before we get to the interesting point, I'm going to insert an ad. Like they can manipulate it to that degree, in addition to the other ads and their built-in advertisement sponsors and partnerships. And it's just getting to the point where it's like there's so many ads and videos that it's getting ridiculous. It's getting out of control, and it's diluting the content substantially. And it's more about, to me, the YouTube element. Like I understand people like making their own partnerships and brand deals and things like that. You have to do that if you're doing YouTube as a job. Like I understand the need to do that, especially there's people out there that invest a substantial amount of time and money and effort into videos where they deserve that. But my problem is more like the platform of YouTube involving themselves and just inserting these fucking long extended advertisements that are not skippable and pushing YouTube Red and all these things that are just really egregious. And they're profiting insanely out of that, and like the creators and the viewers are damaging the platform by enabling that. It's coming from both sides, the creator side and the viewer side, and it's just getting worse and worse as time goes on.
I just like that they force you to not have a choice about it. They put it both sometimes on the creator side and also on YouTube. They put it in such a way where, the whole point about this is not just about ads, it's about unskippable ads. It's about not giving you the choice to not see, but like I don't mind if they put it at the end. I don't even so much mind if they put it in the beginning. I don't mind it if it's absolutely relevant to the channel. Like let's say that I'm watching something about knitting or crocheting or whatever, and this person's like, okay, let me tell you about, my favorite yarn or something. It's literally exactly relevant to the content being provided, rather than somebody saying like, oh, I'm doing a video about knitting, here's my car, or here's something completely not relevant. That's I didn't come here to learn about like your these shiny rims on your pumped up vehicle. Your pimped out vehicle. I don't care. I'm here to learn about like knitting or whatever the shit. But also, like, if it's entertaining, give people a choice, or at least at the very least, don't try and annoy your audience. Don't try and annoy your consumer, because that's just going to backfire, and it's not going to help anybody. Yeah. But some ads I don't mind. Yeah. So,
moving on.
Speaking of ads we don't like, today we'll be talking about Resident Evil 9 Apocalypse rumors, Monster Hunter Go,
Taco,
and the Amazon Italian mortar job, and maybe more. But first, let's get into the weeks. So let's start with Sean. How was your week?
It was okay. It's basically the same week that I had last week. Watched a couple things. I didn't play anything because I still haven't hooked up anything. Still reorganizing and getting my shit back together. But I saw the new Fast and Furious 10 movie, or X, or whatever the fuck you want to call it.
Did they drive cars?
It's real bad. It's real bad.
So
for the most part, I've been able to enjoy all the previous Fast and Furious movies, even though they're like really over the top and stupid and ridiculous. But like, this one was just not good. Like it was just dumb. You know, like I don't know. It just lost the over the top magic that it had before. Like before they would do dumb things and you just be like, "Oh, that's so stupid," but it was like entertaining to watch. Now it's just like it's just dumb. It's just bad. I think the writing is just not interesting enough or something, or like the characters are I don't know, just not as likable as they were before. I don't know. Something changed between the last one and the current one where it just feels like they're not allowed to get away with the dumb shit that they did before anymore because it's just like it's not as good. But yeah, it's bad. Don't watch it.
I like that you call it the writing. It's like one page and it says guys drive real fast and be real mad about it.
Pretty much.
Fast and Furious.
I think a big part of it is like the main antagonist guy is just like really, really fucking irritating. I hate him. He's not likable. He's full of himself. It's like
Jason Momoa.
it feels like it's like it feels like they were trying to capitalize on his like popularity, and they're like, oh, look who we have, and he's so cool, and everyone loves him.
They're like, who's the new biggest buff guy?
Like everyone's just gonna love this character because it's Jason Momoa, and it just didn't work. Like he's just a fucking terrible, shallow character, and it's not a good time. I also saw Grease in the theater, which was interesting. Yeah, I know, random as fuck.
Went to the theater?
A theater?
Theater.
I don't know. I like when they show like older movies in the theater. I don't know. I like that. It's kind of cool getting a chance to see something like that you didn't get to see before in the theaters. I like that they do that.
So is the original movie, or was it a theater product? Are you talking about like the stage play theater, or
no? It's the movie, the theatrical movie.
Okay.
Replayed in the theater, movie theater, not Broadway. I played no games because, like I said, I still haven't been able to hook up anything or test anything out outside of my computer. Still working on that. I mostly done setting up kind of my recording area, like my office area. I got all my sound panels up and everything, like the space is all together and ready to go. Just need to move my computer stuff over to that area and connect everything, and then that'll be good to go. And then from there I can start connecting all my game consoles and stuff like that. So hopefully by next weekend we'll be good to go on in terms of my game systems, and I can play video games again as long as everything works.
Have you called an electrician?
No, once I get everything situated and organized and cleaned and I'm 100%, then I'll deal with like the electrical issues, but one thing at a time. But yeah, that's kind of what I've been working on. I took my car into the shop to get looked at for a couple of things. Finally, I've been procrastinating on that. I got that done. And yeah, that's about it. It's been my week. Super exciting.
2004 game.
My 2004 game of the year would be Metal Gear Solid 3.
Metal Gear.
Yeah.
I can't agree with you, but okay.
No.
Nope.
Okay. Interesting.
The UK got it later in 2005.
I do find it interesting. I did not know this, or I don't remember this at least, but Metal Gear Solid Twin Snakes and Metal Gear 3 came out the same year. I don't remember that being the case, but apparently it was.
Twin Snakes in 2004.
So did we. So that's what I said.
We got MGS3 in 2005, so yeah, that was the difference.
That doesn't make sense. It's not like it has to be translated. Like why? Why is there such a gap? It's weird. Show and tell. So I got a couple things. I have something that Lee sent me, and it is beautiful. There's anti-asshole tablets.
Nice. Are they tablets or suppositories?
They are both. They go in the butt, and they
dear.
are tablets as well. And effective short-term relief for us from you giant pain in the ass. Or arse. It says arse because it's British.
I like how it says anal suppositories.
It's
Like-
from the batshit crazy drugstore.
Jesus.
Take 1 tablet in the butt daily. Warning, avoid alcoholic drink. Take with a sense of humor. Take regularly in complete course. I dropped it.
Have you started?
No, I will never take them. It's part of my being. I can't. It'll be suppressing myself. I can't do it.
They're
Yeah,
British.
it's beautiful. Also, I got a Residential Evil thing. I got the Resident Evil comic book magazine, which is beautiful. I bought this like 1,000,000 years ago from a comic store, and it's amazing. I remember like back in the day, Resident Evil was like cool enough to have its own magazine. Like, that's awesome. And it was still survival horror. It didn't have to cater to a bigger audience and become an action game and all this shit. It could just like do things like that on its own, being a survival horror game. Wish we could go back to that era. It was beautiful. It didn't last very long. There's only like 4 of these, but they were really cool. It was like a combination of like, had like interviews with the developers. It had a comic book, of course. It had like advertisements for what was coming up next in the Resident Evil universe, concept art and stuff. It was just really cool to see like a Resident Evil fan magazine around the culture. I feel like that would make a lot of sense to do now, but I wouldn't like it now because you know why. It'd be all about
You know
fucking
why.
werewolves and village and all the garbage.
Village.
Like, I feel like Resident Evil's healthier now than it has ever been. So like if they were to do a magazine, it'd probably do really well right now, but it's just not the same. Also got this came with the collectible card. It's not a card game, but like it's collectible cards they were doing for a little while there. But this is it's a special edition.
Is it foil?
Is it foil?
I can't tell.
I think it's foil. It's kind of hard to tell in the sleeve, but it's a copy of the cover, and the artist is Jim Lee. It's just like this is one of the more rare cards that came in the limited run of the collectible card thing that they did for Resident Evil back in the day in the 90s.
Yeah.
And I have back when I was playing on Xbox systems, Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance 2. I picked this one because not only do I really love this series, even though it's dead now, but it just reminded me like back in the day, you'd pre-order a game and you'd get physical things. You would get a disc, a pre-order disc. Oh, look at that. And it would have like trailers and things like that. Just like made me really nostalgic of like that era, like back then, you had to buy a magazine to get news, or you'd get like a DVD with like all this cool content that was relevant. But like now all that shit's online and it's free and you don't have to earn it. You don't have to buy it. You don't have to pre-order a game for it. But it's like now it's pre-order a game and you get like an in-game skin for your gun or some shit, like who gives a fuck? Like nobody cares. But back when knowledge wasn't, as accessible as it is today, you got rewarded by getting like a DVD with like videos that only people that pre-ordered the game would get and stuff. It just like, it felt more rewarding. It was more interesting at the time. And I just feel like we don't appreciate things the way that we used to, like even things as simple as knowledge, it's like, it was more exciting to pre-order a game back in that era because it's like, oh, well, now I've seen like the latest videos, the latest trailer that nobody else got to see unless they pre-ordered the game. It's just like, it was more exciting. And, you had this longer period of time that you were waiting to get your hands on a game. And, you'd have to go to your game store to pick up your game. It's just like, there was more of an investment for everything that was coming out. There was more excitement. There was more of a culture around like what was coming out next and the information around it and stuff like that. Whereas now it's like, well, you just go to IGN or whatever video game website information site. And it's like all the videos, all the information, all the trailers is right there for everybody to see. And as soon as the game comes out, you don't have to go to the store. You just download it and you play it immediately. I just don't like the fact that we're so detached at this point. We're not as invested as we used to be once upon a time. We don't have that excitement. We're getting less what?
we're getting less in terms of everything. Like you've mentioned that the pre-order perks are not nearly half as satisfying. They're not like big statues or
Right.
like steel cases or anything anymore. It's exactly what you're saying. It's just some digital bullshit that it's not. Oh my gosh, I'm siding with you. It's not something you can
I'm
hold in
sorry.
your hand.
Jeez.
It's not something that you can hold in your hand and set on your shelf and say like yeah, this is this is mine, and look, it's unique. There's only like 2,000 made in the country, and I have number like 599 or whatever. Like this is
Mhm.
it's unique code or whatever. And why am I thinking that they'll try and do NFTs with it now? But yeah.
Yeah, it's just more than anything, I just feel like it's about the culture that we used to have around video games was just so much more exciting before. Like think that the concept right now is so crazy to think like you went to a physical store to pre-order a game to get a DVD to take home to put in your DVD player to watch a trailer when I can just go online right now immediately and get that content immediately without doing anything or going anywhere. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's great and it's convenient and there are pros to that at the end of the day, but we're not as invested as we used to be. Like if I have to put time and effort and energy and have to leave my house to go get a game and I've got to go to a store to get a physical disc to watch a trailer, it's just like I'm putting in more effort. I'm more connected to the thing. So like by the time it finally comes out and I get to play it, there's all this hype built up and I'm invested and I've left my house, to commit to buying this game and to get this physical thing and to watch a trailer, and I got to go out again to pick up the game. And it's just like you're more connected to the content than it's just like there's a trailer on this video game website. I watched it. I liked it. It's cool. The game comes out and I download it and I play it and I enjoyed it. And then there's a new game and I go through that same cycle again. Things are just disposable and we take things for granted. We're not invested in things anymore. It's just everything is so disposable and we go through them so quickly and move on to the next thing so quickly that it's just not like magical anymore. We're not invested in individual games anymore. It's just like we're a gamer and we play millions of games all the time. And it's not the same as it used to be. But like going through my game collection and kind of seeing that, it's just such a little thing, but that era just felt so much different back then than it does today. It's interesting. Just an interesting observation for me. But yeah,
Right. No, I get it.
Jess, how was your week?
Week was okay. Work was busy. I played like a few games, but I don't think I played anything new. Had a little bit of a family scare on Thursday, but that's all good now. Yeah, I think I played the usual, like a little bit of PUBG. I played some more Happy's Humble Burger Farm. Now that I understand it, it's a lot of fun. I played some more Scars above.
Yeah.
I was like ahead, no, above. And mostly just like watched YouTube and watched some movies. I watched a couple of horror movies like today, but yeah, that was pretty much my week. Boopy doopy doopy doop. And I don't have I'm either running out of show and tells or I've packed all the ones I haven't like shown yet. So I had to grab something random from my room. So my show and tell is a loony.
A loony.
It literally has a loony on it, and it has a dead person.
Wow.
So,
I mean, most money does have dead people on it, so.
Yeah, but she dead now. Yeah. That was my week. Cramming.
Well, cramming.
What?
Cramming. How was your week?
Oh my god. Oh, I was typing you, and now I'm way unprepared.
My video game of 2004 was Halo 2 because
I knew it.
That's when I discovered like actual online gaming and made like friends like Jill, who I'm still friends with today. She's my longest online friend. We bonded over like coffee randomly on a sniper map. But it's just like one of those, like, I will always remember learning that you can game online with other people just with one little connection of a cable. And yeah, Halo 2 did that. So plus it's a really cool game. It's like the best Halo game.
That's
for
funny.
online
I
and
had
campaign.
like the complete opposite response to Halo 2. Like I like it as a game, but I never really played a whole lot of it because like I spent, again, going back to like, you know, when I was like really appreciating video games because of simpler times and just more investment. Like I would get together with my friends physically, you know, we would go to somebody's house and we'd all bring our Xboxes and we'd link them all together and we'd play Halo 1, and it was just so much fun. And it's so different when you're physically in a room with your friends and you got snacks and you know people are just right there with you. Like the environment is just so much different than playing online with a bunch of people. Like it's still good and it's still fun, but it's just like I could never, like, it's just going like migrating from Halo 1 to Halo 2 online just like was not appealing because it's such a different environment. Like you just can't recapture that magic the same way that you can when you're physically with your friends in the room together.
I don't have any friends in real life.
Well,
I didn't have friends when I was younger.
and that's why it's great because like, you know, again, most of us are in different places, right? And we're good friends, and if we didn't have the internet we wouldn't be able to play video games, and that's great that we have that, and we can still have a lot of fun doing that. But again, it's just like being there in person compared to playing online is just such a different experience, and
Yeah.
it almost doesn't exist anymore. And again, it goes back to like that magic that we've kind of lost in that transition, because there's a social element to playing online with friends, but it's never going to be the same as like when you're physically present in a room. It's like me and my friends, we would play like fighting games together, and it's one thing to talk shit over a mic but like when you get in their face and you got stacks and you're throwing shit at each other and it's like, go fuck yourself, and you know you put a middle finger in front of their face, it's just like it's a different experience, and it was like so much fun to have that environment. And that's just lost on today's generation because most games don't even allow you to play co-op on a couch, you know, like it's a little bit more accessible than it used to be, but it's still not something that people do on average. Most of the time when somebody's playing multiplayer, they're playing it online. So it's like
Yeah.
that concept of being in the room with your friends and having that experience is fading away more and more as we go forward. And it's kind of sad to me because I remember those times that were really cool that a lot of today's generation will never even know.
I mean, they have LAN parties now, and I remember that, you know, and I mean, not the LAN parties. I mean, I remember like sitting on a couch and like playing Halo and things like that. And it was I wouldn't say a better vibe, but it was an entirely different vibe because there's you know the sort of um, there's something to be said for in-person connection, and I get that. But again, it's just it's nice, it's neat to say like you know not just that we can like play games over distance, but that like friendships are formed over distance, and that's something. Yeah.
Well, that's exactly why like I definitely like there's a lot of good games on that year, but that's exactly like the main reason I picked that one is because like I would play online with my friend from school. Like we'd meet up online after school, we'd play. I'd go to my cousin's house, we'd play like split screen, but like when I first met Jill online on Halo 2, like we were playing a game but we were fucking around, and then we started doing the super jumps that you can do and would spend hours just going outside of the walls and doing that.
Breaking the
And like
game.
to this day we still play like PUBG, we still play stuff together, like we still are friends. So that's why like this game takes me back to like, hey, I made friends on that game, and there's one that stuck around. I'm like, you guys are awesome, but like Jill's my longest online friends since high school, and that's fucking long time ago. So Halo 2, yeah, you did good. And now like Halo's garbage, but I'm like, whatever, I still have Halo 2, so I'm good. I still have those memories. And that big ass brick of a fucking Xbox.
Oh my god, that thing is just fucking a brick is
It-
accurate.
It's see-through.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's anyway, we should go back to Cartman's Week because like
Ah,
I still like
it was
I forgot.
nothing. I mean, it was good, but it was also not a whole lot of anything. I worked a little bit more on my music video, but only a little bit. Like I only spent like one night on it, I think. And then the rest of the week, I fall into I don't know what you call it, where you get like stints or you get like fads, or I can't think of it, but kicks. I call them kicks. That's what it is. I fell into a Minecraft kick, and I've been doing nothing
Oh
but
shit,
Minecraft.
yeah, I played Minecraft with Cartman.
I think you mentioned it.
No, I
it. Yeah, we
But
we
that's
played
okay.
we played a lot of Minecraft together. But even
don't.
when you weren't there to play like co-op Minecraft, I played it on my own also. So that's literally all that I've been doing. Aside from visiting family and so forth, and not much went on. I can't say that I watched anything new. I was mostly on my audiobooks this week, so it's been a very chill. What? Very nice. Are you gonna share that?
Sasha was
This is like your
asking what I was
second bottle?
drinking. It's like my fourth.
Fourth bottle.
Alcoholic.
That's his
Today.
drink choice
It's
now.
they're preying on me. It's Resident Evil alcohol. I have to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you had to share.
It's actually
Sean.
good, and like I like
Share.
the fact that it's herbal. Like it tastes very herby, and it's
I don't know
Resident
what-
Evil and
What does that
herbs.
mean?
Like
Is it like minty? I bet it's minty.
yeah, it's weird. It's hard to explain. It tastes a little bit like dirt. Tastes a little bit like herb.
So Resident
It's
Evil.
probably something really
Yeah.
common that I could taste and be like, oh, that's like cilantro.
It's got a
or,
hint
"Oh,
of
not cilantro,
garbage."
That'd be weird.
But mostly
Huh,
it's
like-
good.
It's got
It's
a
like-
Colonel's
Does it taste
secret
like
recipe.
tea?
It's like the
Or
closest thing I could say would be like
dirt?
some kind of a hybrid of like tea and alcohol.
Okay. All right. So, my week has been really kind of smooth sailing. Work has been better, so I haven't done a whole lot of anything. My show and tell, first of all, my 2004 game, I would have to say is Fable, because again, these are, I have to base it off of my experience and that I haven't played much. And I haven't played much of Fable either, but at least I played it, and I've watched other things played. I've watched other people play some of these things, like Silent Hill 4 and some things.
I fucking hate it.
Grand Theft Auto. But what?
Like in I haven't played it since, so I can't. I feel like if I played it today, I wouldn't mind Silent Hill 4 as much as I did back in the day. But
it
I
was your
played
least
it like
favorite?
I was super into Silent Hill at the time. 4 came out. I was really excited about it. And it was kind of like the Resident Evil 4, 5, 6 effect. Like it's not a bad
Everything-
video game, but it wasn't what I wanted. It wasn't a Silent Hill game. You know, there's ghosts and shit, and like it just wasn't the Silent Hill experience that I wanted to have at the time. So like I don't know, it just felt it wasn't what I wanted when I bought the game. So like I was just super disappointed, and I just remember having to force myself through it because it was just like it wasn't what I wanted it to be. So
it
like
was entertaining to me, but again, I didn't have to deal with the mechanics. You know,
What do you
I
mean?
was like, I didn't have to deal with, or was maybe it wasn't the mechanics that bothered you so much as like the story had a sort of departure, but
it was both.
like I didn't have to like go through it. I just like got to watch it casually, you know, sitting on the couch going, oh, that's neat. And there's not the same, I wasn't invested. It was interesting to me, kind of no more, no less. I kind of liked it. But for what I personally played, I played Fable a little bit, and I liked it from what I played, and I will continue to play it if I get around to it at some point, because I do have it, so that is my choice.
Need to get back on that game. It's good.
It's a good game.
Yeah.
It is good game. Good game.
Came with my brick.
It's
Wow.
one of the few
But
reasons
it
why I
came
still
with
have
it?
the.
Like it was a bundle?
Yeah, with that and Crimson Skies or something.
Oh, gross.
Yeah,
So,
it's garbage.
for my show and tell, I have had this for literally about 20 years.
Buffet.
Or like about 15 years or so. It is a buffet art book, right? With excerpts and like behind the scenes commentary. I'm showing it to myself. That's stupid.
She starts reading.
It has this and it has this.
We're like waiting for her, and she just keeps reading. Doo-be-doo.
But you know, it has like from up to that point, like every excerpts from like every Buffy comic that had come out, and behind the scenes type of things and commentary about like how it was drawn or things like that. It's a beautiful, excellent resource, and I know I got it as a present. I can't recall a present from who or which. I'm 83% sure that Sean got this for me like 15 years ago, but I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was me.
Okay, yeah. So, but it was
because I'm pretty sure I remember wanting it for myself.
Oh, wow! And he gave it to me, and I have through numerous moves, through all the years, I've kept it, and it's a little ragged around the edges because I'm not perfect, but it is much appreciated.
Take care
and
of your
loved.
shit.
I try to, you biscuit.
Wrap it in plastic. Don't ever touch
sell
it. Don't open it. Don't look at it.
Because the thing is, no, I open
Don't
it and I
even
used it
smell
as
it.
an art book, and I have some like freehand drawings that I had copied from this to practice drawing and stuff, and it's, you know, but it is still referenced and loved and appreciated. So there's that, and it's shiny. It's foil on the front, and it would have been nicer if I didn't like, yeah, fuck it all up on the edges, but you know, yeah. Buffy.
Buffy.
Buffet.
That's it. That's what I got. Alec?
Hi.
Your first time here?
How was your week?
It was good. I got a little bit depressed because I came back from the Torquay holiday. That went well, which was good. I kind of got used to having my own apartment for a little bit. I was just like, this is so nice. And then when we came back from holiday, I went back to sharing my bedroom with my oldest brother, and I'm just like, God damn it. But never mind. So yeah, the boat trip, which was the whole point of the holiday, actually happened. So I'm thankful for that. Don't know what's going on behind the screen because I've something to come up. But
Sean had to go poop.
oh, okay. Bastard. Yeah, so on the last day of the holiday, me and my decided to go eat at the very same restaurant as Sir Elton John ate at. Where it's a bit of a posh restaurant, you know, get your pinky out.
Well, yeah, that's where Elton John goes.
Yeah.
He's posh
And
size.
so there we are, we just eaten, and my dad says with a straight face, I've eaten what Elton John's eaten. And then me and my mum just look at each other and start laughing. Because he has no idea.
What?
Yeah.
I'm a little.
Yeah, I'm lost.
Okay, so you know Elton John's gay, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if I said that my dad's eating what Elton John's eaten. Ass. Anyway.
I'm lost.
I mean, I don't know what
Philip.
your dad gets up to, so
But stuff.
whatever.
Anyway, it was hilarious. I played a bunch of new to me games. First one being Vampire. It's
Yeah, it's bleh.
yeah. I think I got to end of part 2, and I'm struggling to keep interested in it.
Yeah.
To be honest. Yeah.
It was free. So
Yeah.
not even worth it.
No. So they had to pay me to play it. I played Sniper Elite 5. It's
5?
okay.
Oh my god.
Yeah. It's
Is that
fun
like
watching.
a new one, or
I think we're on Sniper Elite 6 came out or something. I don't know.
Jesus Christ.
It's fun watching the bullets fly out of the gun and into the enemy's head or whatever, wherever he shot them through, and it just goes.
Says every psychopath ever.
Oh yeah.
It's just fun to watch them die.
But after a while, you kind of just I just kind of want to stop shooting people with a sniper rifle and hit them with the sniper rifle or punch them or
Make it personal.
Yeah. I played Doom 1993 for the first time ever.
Like the PC version?
It came out for PlayStation, but yeah.
Well, that wasn't the 1993 version. I think that came out in like 96. Well, the PlayStation came out in what, 95?
It says
PlayStation.
on PlayStation Network Doom 1993, so take what you will.
Yeah, it's 93.
What?
Okay. It's fun but dated. It's not nostalgic for me at all. But I do see the appeal for those who played it back in the day. I played Descender, that one of the free games on the PS4, PS5 on the monthly thing. I liked the soundtrack. The game itself sucked. But
Damn.
I also played The Trial of Humanity.
Oh, how was it?
I think you guys are really going to like it. I want to get the game when it comes out, like full price.
Please, God,
Take
give
my
me
money.
a physical version, please.
So yeah.
God damn it, Jeff. It's not going to get
I played, also new to me, Far Cry New Dawn. It's a follow-up to Far Cry 5. And I'm freaking enjoying it, to be honest, because
that's the one with
I don't know what it
the
is.
2 sisters?
Yes.
And my sister.
I don't know what it is about Far Cry games. It's like I know they're repetitive, but I would still say that was a lot better than Far Cry 6. But if you just go away after a little while of completing a Far Cry game, and you come back to a different one, it's good. Just
I like Primal.
nice and
It's the only one I've ever
refreshing
played. But it's fun.
Yeah, that's kind of my argument about kind of the evolution of games in general. It's like every company and every series is all about evolution and growing and changing and adapting and things like that. To a degree, I feel like that's true, but at the end of the day, we enjoy games for what they are. It's like
Sometimes you
Far
want the
Cry
same damn
games.
thing.
Yeah, Far Cry games can continue to be the same thing over and over again, and you can get bored of that and go play other games and then go back to it when you feel like playing a Far Cry game. And then if it continued to maintain the same gameplay style that you remember it to be, when you go back and you play the latest iteration of it, that can be really enjoyable for you because you stopped playing it. You took a break and then you wanted that experience again, and then you went back to it and you got a new experience in doing so. You know what I mean? Games don't have to continue to change and adapt to be marketable to the broader audience, they can continue to be what they are because people like
Yeah,
it
like
for
Call
what
of
it
Duty.
was. To a degree, even Call of Duty. Like, I take breaks from Call of Duty, and when I go back to it, I expect it to still be a Call of Duty game. And when it is, that's great. Like, when I feel like going back to Call of Duty, I don't expect it to be Halo. You know what I mean? Like, I expect it to be Call of Duty, and that's what I'm craving when I go back to it. So you don't have to change things constantly to adapt to the broader market. Like, it's more important that we have different types of games and different gameplay styles that we can experience. Like, everything just kind of funnels into like the broader
Funnels.
audience. Just be true to what the game is, and everything will be fine.
And to wrap up, I played and platinumed the
Platinums.
PS5 version of Concept Destruction, the cardboard car banger racing game that I played on the PS4.
Was it a
I found
real
that it was
platinum?
Yes, it was.
Ooh, good job.
Real to me.
God damn it. So no.
No.
Yeah. No.
Look, I got platinum number 6. I've worked it out this year, so hopefully I'll get Far Cry New Dawn done soon. That'll be platinum number 7.
7.
My 2004 video game of the year is not what Sean said. It's what Jazz said. It is Halo.
What?
Despite, yeah. I didn't actually get to play Halo 2 on online multiplayer co-op back in the day. I later did it, but I just really like the story of the game, and every time I come back to it, I'm always interested to play it again and again. And I actually bought the game again recently for someone, and I'm just like, I really want to play Halo 2 with them. But yeah. So yeah, Halo 2, 2004, game of the year.
So we have two people that really liked Halo 2 here. Like, how did you feel about the ending though? Like that was part of the problem that I had too with Halo 2, is like it was one of the first games that I can remember where it ended on a cliffhanger. And at the time I didn't really like that. Did that affect your guys' experience?
No.
Really?
I played the shit out of it online mostly, but I didn't have any issues because I eventually just played Halo 3 and hated that, so I went back to Halo 2.
I don't know. For me, I've always been like a single player person first and then multiplayer second. So like I always go through the campaign first, and then that kind of sets the tone going into the multiplayer. So like when I played it and I got that shitty ending, and then I started playing the multiplayer, I don't know, I feel like it just didn't take as well as the first one did because of that, just because it felt kind of tainted a little bit. I don't know.
Right, show and tell. Now, me and Lee found this while we were on holiday in Torquay. There was a booth there. So I've never played this game before. We'd never heard of this game before. So I picked it up. And it is Largo Winch. Empire Under Threat. No idea what it's about. I'll read the back of it. Become Largo Winch, the billionaire in blue jeans, and discover the dangerous and intriguing world of business in this adventure without the limits. Yeah.
Sounds pretty exciting.
Can't wait to find out what that shit is like.
The billionaire in blue jeans.
Yeah, despite he's got pants on, I suppose, like that.
What the fuck?
I don't know. It just looks stupid. I'm just like, oh, all right, it's going to be a show and tell at least. So, yeah. Once I get the PS2 set up again, I shall see if there's any cheats for it. See what I can do with it. But
It might be too soon.
I believe it's time for some news.
Village.
My ass.
Village.
you like it.
I don't.
It's your favorite game.
Fuck you.
Yeah, but it's time for some news.
Throwback.
Have a picture, jackass.
Whoa. Is there any particular order you want to do these in?
Resident Evil 9.
Boom.
Just do it, motherfucker.
Okay.
What?
So, there are rumors for Resident Evil 9 Apocalypse. Rumors going around that Jill Valentine will be in it somewhere, and maybe even a small glimpse of Claire Redfield. One of the rumors is that one of the Redfields dies in RE9.
Please be Chris.
We all hope it's Chris.
Actually, at this point, I don't even care. Be Chris.
But then fans have realized it's just like, unless it's set in the future after whatever that girl's name, because then technically Chris is alive for that one. So if someone's going to die, it might have to be Claire. But anyway, so yeah, there's also rumors of there being yet another castle. Joy. Because apparently Lady Democrat and the Yari 4 castle is just so good.
Wow.
So they'll have another castle, rescue another princess or something, whatever. But also, they're supposed to have zombies in the game. Not werewolves or mummies or
No, there's gonna be
Zombies.
werewolves and vampires. Trust me. I've read this fan fiction.
Maybe it's a zombie werewolf.
Possibly. And also, the rumor is that it will not be for PS4 or Xbox One. It will be for the
GameCube.
newest. Yes, for the new Switch.
It's a cell phone
Only
game.
exclusive on the PS2.
Mobile only.
So yeah,
I'm
are you
joking
guys
about that.
excited about that?
I don't even know how to feel anymore. Like Resident Evil
Purple.
is it's
You
in
gotta
such
keep
a
feeling
fucked
purple,
up
man.
place right now. Like I just don't even know what to think or what to expect or how I feel. Like remake, like RE4 remake was good, but like Village is Village, and it's just so all over the place. Like I don't know what Resident Evil is anymore, or what it's going to be next, or what
It's
to
purple.
expect, or like as a fan, like I don't even know what's happening anymore. Like what is 9? I don't know. It could be anything. And it's like even if they go back to a more traditional Resident Evil game, like then it devalidates 7 and 8. So like what was the point? It's just it's in such a fucked up position right now that I just don't. I'm kind of indifferent. Like I was mildly indifferent with Village. Like I didn't want to even play it, but I wanted to. It was such a pivotal transitional game that I wanted to give it a chance. But now that I've given it a chance and it showed me what it is, like I don't know. I don't even know if it's going to be a game that I buy when it comes out.
But you
said that
will
about Village.
eventually.
I did, but
You will
I also
eventually.
said with Village that I would, again, like I just said, it was a transitional game. It was like it had to show me what it was. Like I understood, like okay, vampires and werewolves and all this shit, but maybe there was a chance that it could explain things and level the playing field and make me understand why they made these choices. So I gave it a chance. It was kind of my last Resident Evil game that I would give a chance to prove me wrong, like to prove my expectations wrong. But now that it's embraced what I thought it would be, and I don't like what that is, that like I'm not willing to do that again. Unless again, it depends like what they do with it. Like if it completely throws those two games out the window and like goes back to the original cast and the original story and tries to go that route, maybe. But I'm still in a position where it's like they still did that. You know, you're not going to just say like, oh, 7 and 8 don't exist or 7 and Village don't exist. They happened. So like, unless we're going back and we're saying like, hey, we're disregarding those games and we're going back and we're kind of resetting the timeline, I'm in a position where I'm just like, I don't really care. Like, I don't feel like Resident Evil is Resident Evil anymore. Like, I'm more interested in the remakes than what's happening in the future, because
Well,
it's not Resident Evil anymore.
can you explain it like I'm 5, because I have not gotten there yet in terms of the story. I haven't played through. I'm still on 5, right? And I like the very beginning of 5. 5 is the next thing I'll be playing. So I'm several volumes behind. But we're the whole Moscow family and all that shit. Did that change the overall, like, was it everywhere in the world? Did it change everything in the world, or can we just pass it off as if it was just this one localized event in this one town that nobody's ever going to hear from again, and the larger story is still traditional zombies over here in like 95% of the world or 98% of the world? And so there's this little werewolf thing going on here in the corner. We don't care about that. We're going to move past that.
But that's the thing, you can't just pretend that didn't happen. Like we've crossed,
was it like a minor?
We've crossed a very important line that completely changes everything. Like we went into like a grounded bioweapons, corporations, real world to a degree setting to anything is possible. This virus is magic and it can do whatever you want it to do. And there's werewolves and there's vampires and there's this and there's that. Like the sky's the limit. You want to find dragons, go for it. Like anything is possible now. But like Resident Evil used to be realistic to a degree, right? You know, you could believe what's happening. Experiments, bioweapons, cockroaches become big monsters and humans become zombies, and you know, like we're justifying experiments creating monsters to fantastical unicorns and mythology, and you know, this virus can just turn into anything and it's unkillable, and it can turn into dinosaurs and it can turn into anything we imagine. Like it's just, it's turning into a fantasy game. It's turning into something that it was not before. And I don't like that. That's not what I want. It goes back to what I was saying with Silent Hill. Like I expect a Silent Hill game, not whatever 4 was trying to be. It's like when Village came out, I was expecting a Resident Evil game, not what Village was.
Right.
I hope it's Chris that dies.
I don't know.
Just I'm like, honestly, if this is true, I'm so sick of seeing Chris in games. Like fucking, there's so many more characters.
Leon's been around more than anybody though.
Leon too.
Wow.
They can both get fucked.
Wow.
How dare you?
Sean's out of a job if no.
No, he's not.
You're killing me.
He doesn't even work for Chris.
What?
I don't know. Stay purple.
To wrap up that news story, it has been rumored that the Winters will not be a part of Resident Evil 9. So does that change their opinion at all?
Not if it's continuing the same story. It's like you can leave the Winters story behind and then continue that story arc of Chris, and it's still a sequel. It's still carrying along the same storyline.
I hope he dies.
See, what I was really asking was like in the story that I haven't played yet, does the magical, I mean, does this new virus like get out into the wild world, the wider world, or can we just say, you know, oh, this is happening in this area? and not affect, we could acknowledge that it happened, even though you don't like that it happened, you feel like it should be scrapped. I get it, but like we could acknowledge that it happened and it's still within the same world, but just mostly move on with the rest of it, with the
It
with the
directly
main
tied itself to the origins of the franchise.
Oh.
It
Damn.
told us how Spencer came up with the umbrella logo, because that was a question we really needed to know.
He was inspired by Miranda. Okay,
Yeah.
whatever.
I'm telling you, this is turning into that fan fiction I read years ago. And I could describe
Maybe
it to
they
you. I
stole
won't
the
now, but I'll
idea.
describe it to you another time, and you're gonna be like, "Holy fuck, this is what the series is leading to," and
It just
just-
it boils down to piss poor writing. Like if you have to resort to like an element that can just do anything,
Lilu.
you're just a terrible writer. Like you suck at your job. Like if you can't create a structure and a story that just fleshes itself out, you need an element that can just go anywhere that you want it to go.
Like
that's
Lilo
just-
Dallas
it means you don't
multipass.
know what you're doing. It means you need help.
Like
know how
Avatar
to
and
write.
Neptunium.
Alice will have the Lilo Dallas multipass. She can an element that can go anywhere. Hey,
This is
They
why my
literally-
argument is that with Seven and Village,
Seven.
they should
Seven.
have made it their own IP. It didn't need the Resident Evil name on it. But hey ho, what do I know? Moving
nothing.
on. Nothing.
could have been-
to-
It
Go
could have
on.
been Resident Evil Gaiden. You know what I mean?
Gaiden
They-
2.
They could have done.
Or Gaiden 3.
Wow.
But yeah, okay.
I don't know.
All right, Mortal
sorry.
Kombat.
Resident Evil Purple.
Just do it, motherfucker.
What the fuck?
Amazon and
Amazon.
Scorpio.
Amazon blank, more blank.
Yeah, I don't know why he keeps putting that.
Amazon
Right. Okay. So
something
Amazon.
Mortal Kombat first links.
Amazon leaks Mortal Kombat 1's DLC characters and cameo fighters.
Mortal Kombat.
So, Mortal Kombat 1 is finally official after several weeks of cop teasers, but a few mysteries still remain, and it looks like Amazon of Italia might have inadvertently solved one of these ahead of schedule by leaking the characters, including the game's Combat Pack DLC, Mortal Kombat 1, which, as rumored, will be a reboot of sorts, taking place in a reborn universe created by the fire god Liu Kang.
Liu Kang.
It is set to release in 19th of September. And
I thought you were saying the year. I was like, bruh.
1991.
19. Fuck. In 1924. Why? Really?
Anyway, so the early access to 6 additional playable characters and 5 assist characters known as cameo fighters. And at the time of Mortal Kombat's 1 announcement, publisher Warner Brothers confirmed the Combat Pack would be included in Mortal Kombat 1 Premium and Collector's Editions. So, the names are Quan Chi, Omi Man. Well, I don't know these characters. Earwax or Earwax. Taquida.
Taquitos.
Taquito?
I want some
He's my
taquitos.
favorite.
Peacemaker and Homelander will be added as playable characters through the Combat Pack. And yeah, you can get through something called a feature called Character Pass. Additionally, Amazon says Johnny Cage, Tremor, Chameleon, Morado, and Farah will feature as cameo characters.
Johnny Cage.
Yeah. So it will be available for PlayStation 5, Xbox Series XS, Switch, and PC via Steam and the Epic Game Store when it launches on 19th of September.
Do you remember?
What the fuck is this?
Mortal Kombat 1.
What
What
does
is
that
what?
mean? What Mortal Kombat 1? So it's a
So
Like
it's
a
a
reboot?
remake, but with a different universe, kind of. It's like a retelling.
why are we
Like-
here? Why are we remaking fighting games? That's the dumbest shit in the fucking world. The whole process of a fucking fighting game franchise is that you continue to go forward and you add more characters. Why are we rebooting that? Why are we remaking that? It makes no sense. It's so fucking
They got
stupid.
nothing else to do.
How about make Mortal Kombat 11 or stop?
Or
Make
yeah,
something new. The fuck are we doing?
Um,
Jesus Christ.
I thought they did Mortal Kombat 11.
Or 12, whatever the next number is. Like, keep making the next number and adding to the roster and building on the mechanics, or stop. Like, why would you ever remake a fighting game? That's the dumbest shit in the world. It already happened. Just build on what the foundation was. That's what fighting games do. That's why you make a sequel. It's fucking stupid. Oh my god.
yo,
So you're not gonna pick it up then?
No,
John?
thanks.
he's got Street Fighter 6 or
Yeah.
whatever.
God, imagine if they did Street Fighter 5 remake.
Oh,
Street Fighter
I will kill
1.
myself.
Oh dear. All right, moving on to the next one. Monster Hunter now. Who gives a fuck?
Never.
Just do it, motherfucker.
Wow.
Because we're waiting
Oh,
for Sean to do the bit.
there we go.
Yes. So, first Pokemon Go, then Harry Potter Wizards Unite, and Pikmin Bloom.
Pikmin?
Pikmin?
Pikmin.
Pikmin?
Anyman.
Pikmin Bloom. Capcom has teamed up with Niantic to produce a Monster Hunter Now, the mobile game, due to come out in September 2023. Monster Hunter Now will have players encountering monsters as they walk around in the real world. However, it differs from Pokemon Go. When the battles take place, as it becomes an action RPG that is reminiscent to the console counterparts. It is simplified via taps and flicks. Players will be able to use their favorite weapons to take down the massive monsters in a stylish and powerful way. And there will be a story to it of sorts. So, yeah, hey. Yeah, are you guys excited to
Nope.
play Monster Hunter now?
No.
Ever?
I just
I-
don't understand,
Yeah.
like, why is this such a trend? Like, what is the appeal?
It doesn't even get kids to go outside because they play inside anyways.
Like, I kind of understand to a degree why they would do what they did with Pokemon. You know, given kids and the fan base and the popularity and the nature of the thing, of the property, it made sense.
Hmm.
Wasn't for me, but I get it. You know, I understand the appeal and why they would attempt something like that. But when they try to integrate Harry Potter and Monster Hunter and all this other bullshit, Ghostbusters, I think they tried to do some shit with. Like, again, somebody sets a precedent for making money, and everybody's like, oh God, we got to do this too. And it's so fucking stupid. Stop. There's no need for this. This shouldn't exist. The gameplay mechanics of Monster Hunter do not make sense in a Pokemon Go whatever cell phone game. Like, it doesn't fucking work.
Yeah.
I'm a medium amount of interested.
Wow.
Why? Have you ever played Monster Hunter?
No, but I have
Well, there
played
you go.
Pokemon Go.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, that's the thing, is they're capitalizing on the ideal of like, oh, Pokemon Go was popular and it's the same team doing that. So let's make money off of that idea. But the property, the origins of Monster Hunter don't make sense in this category. It doesn't fit for a Pokemon Go structure. So you're watering down this property to make money. That's what it boils down to.
When they made Hitman Go, I was pretty disappointed that you weren't walking around in the real world assassinating people.
That would be amazing. Yes,
In
there you go.
Star.
Do it. That makes sense.
Or like Tomb Raider Go, Lara
Oh
Croft
my
Go.
god! Imagine if
That is so dark.
Like it guided you to like just random people on the street.
It's like pick up. It just says like on your screen like pick up this vial. It's
But,
like
you
okay,
don't have to
now
just-
drop
you
it
don't
in
have
this
to hurt them
person's
or anything,
drink.
But you have to do like a gesture.
No.
Like you have to just sneak up on random people and like do like pretending you have a knife and just go to their neck and just kind of do that. And
Yeah.
just fucking random person like, what the fuck?
I have to do that. I'm
That
playing a
would
game.
be amazing. Yes, please do that.
Yeah.
I could see that going really dark.
I'm okay
I could
with
see
that.
like news states, no.
Bald the kid shaves head and assassinates stranger while playing Hitman
Thank
Go.
you.
School shootings have gone up now again.
Mm-mm.
Lara Croft Go, you're just fucking breaking into cemeteries.
I live in America where nobody has any dang sense, so I
Oh
wouldn't
my
want to trust
God.
it.
Yes, please. See, there's still properties that make sense to use this engine for, but Monster Hunter's not it.
No.
See, I don't think Monster Hunter will ever be as popular as Pokemon, though. So I don't really know why they're bothering. But
Capcom
Hey
wants
ho.
them money dollars.
I suppose.
Because they're
Next
not
one,
doing enough.
Super Mario.
Go.
Mario.
Super Mario Go. You gotta go fucking jump on turtles and shove yourself into
Oh.
sewers.
Nintendo really have done like Super Mario Run or something, and I had
Yeah.
played that.
Oh
So-
God.
Right, so Super Mario Game Boy Advance games are coming to Switch Online.
Yay.
Yay! Nintendo has announced that the first 3 Super Mario Advance games will be added to the Nintendo Switch Online expansion pack catalog later this month. Super Mario Advance, Super Mario World, Super Mario Advance 2, and Yoshi's Island Super Mario Advance 3 will be available to download from May 26th at no extra cost for subscribed players. Not really shocked that Nintendo have done this, but I am actually shocked that they didn't add an additional fee. So, what do you guys think of that?
Meh.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm kind of over Super Mario.
I'm tired of these fucking like subscription-based distribution platforms.
I hope
Stop.
they kill off Chris Redfield in it.
Again, like just the idea of this. Okay, so we're talking about ports of Mario 2 World and Yoshi's Island. It's not even the original games, it's fucking ports. Handheld ports of original games that you're getting access to for a monthly fee.
And it feels like
why
they're
is that
starting from the
appealing?
middle. Doesn't it feel like there's? You're right. They didn't even start with the very, very original.
I mean, that's probably already on there, but
Probably.
Oh well, shit. Never mind.
I think when I was telling Lee about this, he was saying that the original games are actually available on the SNES library, as he's just putting on now in the Switch Online. So why they're bothering, I don't
So
really know.
wait, so on the Switch Online library or whatever, you can buy the original versions, like the SNES version of Super Mario World, Yoshi's Island, and then like the NES version of Mario 2. Those are all available already on Switch.
I think so.
See, what the fuck?
I haven't-
What are we doing? What is this?
What do you mean already though? Because how long has the Switch been out? Like at least a couple years, right?
Yeah, but why?
Couple 5.
Oh my god. This is so fucking. These are ports of games they already have accessible on the platform.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you buy it twice?
Why would you buy a game twice,
Sean.
Sean? Why would it?
Digital. You
I
buy
know.
a physical version for the purpose of collectability, of collecting it.
Yeah,
There's no purpose of buying a digital game more than once. Why would you ever do that? There's no point.
I've done it
A deluxe
Why?
edition?
to have it on a different console.
Why? What do you get out of that?
Because I mean,
Other than
if
to
it's
play
a
with somebody else.
digital games that I had on Xbox, that I'm like, well, I don't play Xbox anymore. I play.
But yeah, you're adapting to
PlayStation.
the climate of like accessibility, right?
Well,
you want it more easily accessible on your more modern platform. And again, they're manipulating you in doing that though. Like that's fucked up.
I mean,
Why can't you just play the digital version that you bought? Why do you have to
'Cause
buy it
it's on
again on
Xbox.
another? Yeah, but that's fucked up.
I also have 2 copies
Anyway.
of it, the physical. I have like 5 copies of Revelations.
Anyway, my last news segment.
Well, on the PC, I have it for recording, so that's different. And also playing. What's your last segment? Like before we give him
Well,
an
it's good
aneurysm.
news, everyone.
Woo.
The Futurama revival is coming on Hulu in July of this year.
Woo.
Hulu has announced that Futurama Season 11 will drop its first episode on July 24th, with new episodes released weekly every Monday. The sci-fi animated comedy was announced last year, with Hulu ordering 20 episodes. The first 10 episodes feature in the upcoming season, which is said to have a storyline that will appeal to both new viewers and long-time fans following decades-long mysteries.
Woo.
Yeah. According to the synopsis, there will be developments in the epic love story of Fry and Leela, the mysterious contents of Nibbler's litter box, the secret history of evil robot Santa, and the whereabouts of Kif and Amy's tadpoles. There's also a pandemic in town as the crew explores the future of vaccination, Bitcoin, cancel culture, and streaming TV.
Wow.
That's gonna be hilarious.
We already know the mysteries of Nibbler's litter box. It's dark matter.
Yeah. I suppose there's more mysteries, I suppose. But I haven't really thought.
Like, what's
that
the
much
litter
into it.
actually made of?
Yeah. All the original voice casts have returned. There was some controversy with Bender's voice actor, but they've managed to solve that. So it's all the original cast once again. So yeah, good news. Futurama's back.
Was Bender John DiMaggio?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I remember.
Well, that was my last news segment. Has anyone else got any news?
No, I couldn't find anything.
I was afraid to look.
It was a bad week for news. There was nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing. Plus.
Carmen, do you have any news?
No, I'm sorry.
Okay.
I do not have any. One of these days, I'm going to make a segment of just all good news, and I promise you. it's
Good
possible.
fucking luck with that.
Well,
Take a year
Carmen,
to put it together.
that's why I
Sorry,
put the
what?
last segment up. That was the good news. I did a good news thing. for you.
Everyone.
Yeah.
I didn't hear you. I said what? And then I didn't hear a response, Jess.
What?
What were you saying? You said
I
something,
don't even
something,
know.
something.
Okay, it's game time.
That's what I said.
All
Thanks,
right.
Carlos.
So, I have 3 games.
My
I
loony
believe
fell.
all of you have 1 game, which is
Yeah.
nice.
Mhm.
So let's go with Carmen's game, and then I'll do one of my games, and then Jazz's game, do one of my
Wow,
games,
yes.
and then Sean's game, and then I'll do my last game. So, Carmen, your game.
Let's see if I can. Yeah, I'm ready. Let's make sure that I can not fuck this up. Let's see.
She's gonna
Only
wait.
time will tell.
She's gonna fuck it up. She's gonna fuck it up.
Wow.
Oh, she's gonna fuck it up. She's gonna fuck it up.
Shut
Drinking
up.
rainbows
Fuck it
over there,
up.
huh?
Hmm?
Drinking rainbows.
Gay rainbows.
Gay rainbows.
Reload.
Wow.
She's gonna fuck it up.
I guess
No,
she's just
Sean's
gonna
gonna
leave.
fuck it up.
What? I didn't do anything.
Oh,
Oh, okay. Is it working?
I mean, you're back. What
Back
are you
from
trying
what?
to do?
Outer space? I
You
just
tell
walked in
me.
here to find you with that.
Demonetize. I got you.
How about now?
What are we What?
What are we waiting for, huh?
Do you
What
see
am I
the
waiting
emoji game?
for? Fuck
Is it up?
you.
Can you see it?
We see emoji game.
Okay.
We're gonna get the
You know
answers.
the rules. Gotta read the emoji and figure
Game
that shit
Ninja
out.
of the End.
Game
Close.
Rainbow Ninja.
Close.
Ninja Gaiden
There you go.
Oh wow,
or Nabart.
that's what I said basically.
No, close don't count.
Sorry, the arrow and cat
That
game.
Cat game.
I'm sorry, I hit that button too quick, but you get it.
Excuse me, the name of
There's
the
a
game is
lot
not
to
actually
rant
cat
about,
game.
Sasha. All right.
All right, what about this one?
Stardew
Resident Evil
Valley.
5.
No,
Somehow.
it's no.
Star Space TV 5.
Space Channel 5.
Oh
Dumbass.
wow, yeah.
I don't even play the game.
Wow.
I was waiting for you to say something.
But it's TV, not channel.
Space TV.
What's on the TV? 5.
All right, what's
Purple
this?
Rain.
Purple Cloud.
Purple Rain.
You could tell I did these last minute. Now, the female
Super Zombie
symbol
Cop.
that's-
Female.
Okay, hold on, let me explain let me explain the female symbol. Okay,
Let me
the emojis
explain.
did
Straight
not
versus.
let me tell you,
Man,
the emojis did not translate from the phone to the internet very well. So where on the phone you have like an emoji of like a female cop, instead it did cop female. So just imagine the cop as a female cop, and then you're
So
good.
it's a female zombie cop
But
versus
look,
Superman.
it's something up top versus
Nerd versus
Nerdy
zombie female cop.
Superman versus super zombie female cop. Man.
come on.
Is it something like Marvel versus Capcom?
Man
Man,
versus Zombie versus
what?
Police.
What?
A
A
I like
superhero
I like
versus
Lee's Man versus Zombie
Zombie
versus Police Simulator 2023.
Okay. Ready? Next one.
Five Nights at
5
Freddy's.
bananas at a bear.
Five Nights at Freddy's.
5 bananas at a bear.
All right.
Hey, I got one.
Last one. Again with the female symbol.
Dead Rising
supposed-
female edition.
It's supposed to be a female rock climber emoji. So just so you know.
Tomb Raider.
Just looks like a midget chewing on some guy's ass.
And that's it.
Dead window
That's all.
cleaner.
See, I made
I'm
him
gonna
real-
stop copying
Simulator.
Lee's
Oh my
answer.
god, please give me that game. I need it.
It's just a zombie, and
game
you have to
what? I
like
want a
you have
game.
to eat brains to get higher up the window so you can clean it.
That's amazing. I want it.
All right, let's do fucking NBCs.
Fucking NBCs.
Dead window. Okay. I'm over it.
What
That's
is that?
pretty funny though. All right, I'm ready.
Oh, and NPCs. Okay. Got
Yeah,
it. Why is it not showing? Oh,
I don't know.
because I'm a dum dum. There we go.
Dum dum. That's not
You said
No.
NPCs.
NPCs.
oh.
What are you fucking stupid?
It's a game.
Wow, fuck you.
Wow.
All right, so all you
Fucking
have to do
NPCs.
is tell me what the
NPCs.
character's person, what the
Who
video game character is, what the game in the background
What's going
is,
on?
and yeah.
The character in C is Thomas the Train, but like a pig.
Thomas the
He
Pig
looks
Engine.
like Walt Whitman or Walter White.
Which
The
one?
pig?
B looks like Walter White. Am I wrong?
Kind of.
I mean, I know I'm wrong because I don't think they made a Breaking Bad video game, but it looks like Walter White.
Breaking Bad, go. You gotta go around and make drugs. First one is a zombie. It's Steve's dad. What's going on?
Father.
Father!
B is somebody from Portable Ops, Metal Gear Portable Ops. C is a
Fucking
pig,
pig.
Hitler.
So
Hitler.
Hitler. It's a
Sokolov. Yes,
It's a
yes, yes, yes.
fascist pig.
Please got it, Sokolov.
What's with the Jerry and the cheese in the background?
So it's
Fuck.
the Tom and Jerry game as a background.
Mm-hmm.
And the pig is from Five Nights at Freddy's because it looks like a
No.
weird ass. I don't fucking know. That game's stupid.
Pigs of War.
It's not pigs. of war.
Hogs of War.
There we go.
I was close enough. Fuck you. Come on.
You still
I
have
don't
to
know
like-
any of these.
Father!
I am so very lost.
Father.
Help
Who is?
What's going on?
Clear.
Clear. I can't.
Yep. So A is Mr. Burnside from Dead Window Cleaner Simulator.
Dad was stupid.
And Code Run again. The background is what is the background for A?
Father.
I'm dying. Father.
What's the background to A?
A pile of shit.
Something on the Atari.
Boom and Jerry
It
sound.
looks like something from ColecoVision.
If I said the word diz,
Oregon Trail.
Tetris.
Diz. The word diz.
The word
Not the
is
person diz, but the word
no,
diz.
just the word diz.
The noun Diz.
the verb.
Okay, yep, it's the actual original version of Tetris.
Really?
Because I actually watched a movie on Tetris and it came up there. Yeah,
Huh.
so B, it is indeed Sokolov, the ghost of Sokolov in MGS Portable Ops, and the background is what?
The background of B?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck if I know.
Something on the PS1.
Not the PS1.
Oh, Super Mario 64.
Yep. Super Mario 64.
Really?
I kind of
Yeah.
see the womp.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Lee said it too, so it's true.
Just so people are aware, I go to Lee's place to use his internet. He doesn't help me come up with fucking.
I don't believe you. I think he's cheating. He's too accurate.
He just
He's
plays more
sending
games
you
than we
these
do.
things, and then you just put them up.
All right.
Once upon a time, I used to play a lot of video games. Believe it or not.
Okay. And C is
Jazz.
a
Is that
character
you?
from Hogs of War.
No, it's Steve.
And is the Tom and Jerry on the Game Boy Color. And the character is called Major IP Grimley.
Same.
Mm.
It's inappropriate.
Yeah.
All right.
I
Let's
mean, why you gotta
do
be so
Jazz's game.
P?
Oh, hello.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Do you have Gam?
Oh, yeah.
You didn't send. Oh, wait. Yes, you did.
You laughed at it.
No.
Fuck. I'd like to point out that this game. So
Blend that shit.
you guys know I've been watching a lot of Smosh videos, and they played a game that was created by another YouTuber or whatever. So this is what I base this game on, or it's pretty much that, but with video games. Basically, I have two different games. I'm gonna give you a game description. You guys can work together, but I'm gonna give you a video game description. The description itself will describe two different games. The title is like the first game, and the end of the first game's title starts the second game's title. Does that make so? For example, I
I
put
think so.
I don't know what the first game in the blender is. I forgot. Is it Oblivion? No.
Lost Odyssey.
Lost Odyssey.
Is it?
It was like
Oh, so I put them backwards because it was supposed to be Halo and then Lost Odyssey, so it's Halo Lost Odyssey, right?
right.
Oh, I don't like this.
Yeah. So I worked
So,
hard to
do
find
we,
games.
Do we start right from left? I mean, right to left? Since
There's
it's
no
backwards.
pictures. There's no pictures. I'm gonna give you the description. This is the only picture you get.
Oh,
Yeah.
why?
For the sake
Because
of
I
confusion, that's going
was
away.
Not very ready. Yeah. But everybody gets it, right? You guys can work together, figure out the two games in the description.
I'm
and
going
the
to be
names.
real bad at this, but yeah, let's go.
Okay, well, the first one should be a little easy, I think. All right, so here we go. After surviving a mass catastrophe, you wander the world alone, making friends and enemies, while using stealth tactics and sneaking to survive against strange and crazy homicidal maniacs.
Last of Us?
That could be anything. I mean, Last of Us.
So wait, it's two games?
It's two games. The first part describes the first game. So after surviving a mass catastrophe, you wander the world alone, making friends and enemies. And then the second game, while using stealth tactics and sneaking to survive strange and crazy homicidal maniacs. To survive
Horizon
against.
Assassin. It's Creed. Horizon Assassin's Creed.
It's gonna be two names, but the names blend in as if you say them one after the other, right? Like the end of the first game starts the beginning of the second game.
God damn it, Sasha. No.
Horizon
Dead
Assassin's
Rising?
Creed. Horizon Assassin's Creed.
Say
So
it again?
I'm sticking by my answer.
Horizon ends with and then Assassin's Creed. So it would
So
have
the
to be
next game will start mid
Horizon
The
Chartable.
last
Uncharted.
word.
start
Horizon
with the
Charted.
end. So like earlier, I had Halo Lost Odyssey. Halo Odyssey. Like the games
say it
fit
again.
together. Okay, so after surviving a mass
Horizon
catastrophe, you wander the world alone, making friends and enemies while
So
using.
wait, are we identifying?
Horizon.
So are you describing the games or giving us the title in what you're saying?
Well, the title of I'm describing the game. I'm describing the games, but the titles of the games will blend together, like the last letter or the last syllable of the game. That the first game is the beginning of the second one. Halo Lost
Super
Odyssey.
complicated.
I'm probably just
Horizon
explaining.
Charted. No.
All right,
See,
say it,
it's
say it
not.
again.
It's not that, but that's that. Like the Horizon Charted, like it would be like that, but it's not that. So
Okay.
after surviving a mass catastrophe, you wander the world alone, make friends and enemies while using stealth tactics and sneaking to survive against strange and crazy homicidal maniacs.
See, that's why I was thinking Dead Rising, because you make friends and there's maniacs.
Resident Meat Man. Wait, no. I'm kidding.
So think of the first game. After you survive a mass catastrophe, you wander the world alone, make friends and enemies.
Last of Us.
I feel like Last of Us, yeah.
Wander the world alone. There are two
Last
people
of
in The
Us?
Last of Us.
Alone in the Dark.
After surviving a mass catastrophe.
Dead Window Cleaner Operator Simulator.
Man versus zombie versus lady cops.
Fallout? No.
And then the second part is while using stealth tactics and sneaking to survive against strange and crazy homicidal maniacs.
Homicidal Maniacs.
I'm going to work with you guys on this one. So Sean got Fallout. Now what's the second game? The start of the second game's title.
Fallout? Last of Us?
Close.
No. It has to. The word has to blend. So.
You were close though.
Fallout.
What's
of
the
Us.
second half again?
Fallout of the bed.
While using stealth
Fallout
tactics
to
to sneak by sneaking to survive against strange and crazy homicidal maniacs.
Outlast?
Die young. So
Fallout
fall
Outlast?
young. Fallout.
Say it
young.
all at once, Sean.
Fallout Outlast.
No, well, it's all together.
Fallout.
I just
Last.
did.
All Outlast.
Fallout Last.
That's what I said.
Well, he said
Fallout.
Fallout Outlast, but
Oh,
it's
Fallout.
yeah, but you got it.
Outlast.
Okay.
I see. I helped you guys on that one.
Oh, so you say
Yeah.
them merged together?
Yeah, merged together.
they're
so
Okay,
the-
blended.
Fallout Last.
Yeah.
The
okay.
word.
I was like, if
I
I
mean,
help them
I
through
got the goddamn games. What do you want from me?
I was like, if I help them through the first one, maybe it'll make more sense. Okay, number 2. Become one of several warriors to fight for your life as the enemy marches your way to eliminate your side and claim victory for your country.
Can you paste this in our chat? Because I can't remember. Like
I will
once
put
I
it.
wrap my head around
I
the
will
first
put it
thing
in
that you said,
the,
I forget the second thing you said.
in the chat of the stream
Here.
so that
Okay.
people at home can
Yeah.
see it too.
Oh. Oh! Sorry.
There's a spider.
No worries. I stabbed myself. I rubbed my elbow against something stabby. Toothpick. Doesn't matter. It doesn't
That's what we all
matter,
have
okay?
next to us.
Do you want to copy and paste the second one you said?
Yeah, I was gonna say that was the first one.
Oh,
Mm.
do. Sorry about that. Sorry about that.
Sorry about
I thought it was a human.
Several warriors who fight for your life.
Become one of the several warriors to fight for your life, and as the enemy marches your way to eliminate your side and claim victory for your country. So,
Tactic risks.
Ukraine versus Russia, 2024.
Cancelled.
Tactics risk. I don't know.
Sorry. I know that's a delayed comment, but Sasha.
Tactics risk. I don't know.
Several warriors.
Become one of several warriors to fight for your life.
Fight for warrior.
As
So,
the
the first one
enemy.
could be a fighting game.
I don't think so.
But to fight for your life, I don't think it's a fighting game. I think it's like a strategy game or an RPG or a thing.
Diablo? Dominates.
Mm-mm.
Diablo, Call of Duty.
Diablo Duty.
Oh, Sasha has the second half. You're all working together, so you can share if you want to. I
So
figured it
the
was
second
easier to get
half is
everybody to work together.
Outlast.
No, I think that was for the first one. Well, it was for the first one, but
I mean,
think
victory for your
comment.
country's got to be like Call of Duty or Battlefield or something.
Bleak.
Hogs of War.
Wow. I don't know.
Tekken of Duty. Soul
They're both-
Calibur of Duty.
They're
Soul
both games.
Calibur Duty.
They're both games that we've mentioned today.
Well, there's been several also.
Yeah,
Village.
they're all Village.
Mhm.
Several warriors.
Resident
Tekken?
Evil Largo Winch.
Hmm. I can't think.
I'll give you a hint. One of you said it. The first part is probably a fighting game. You're correct.
Yeah. Okay.
Mortal Kombat, but then Mortal Kombat what?
Mortal
Kombat
Something,
Battlefield?
something.
Hey. Yep.
Is that it?
Yeah. All right, let's try this one.
We're not smart enough for this.
You gotta use them thinker brains.
I feel like
I like
we
this
do
is
with
like,
pictures.
You gotta fight for your life. It's a Mortal Kombat because it ends in fatality.
I gave
All right.
really
It ends
simple
in
ones
friendship.
because
Number 3, you're tasked with a mission to rescue hostages. You must stealthily make your way through a puzzled world to defeat the kidnapper known as the Collector.
I am the collector.
Who had the collector?
To collect you. Oh. I am so unbelievable.
Alec, the video game, the movie, the musical.
Rescue hostages.
Yeah, you're tasked with a mission to rescue hostages. And you must
Why am I drawing such a blank?
Stealthily make your way through a puzzled world to defeat the kidnapper known as the Collector.
Does Rayman have a collector of evil bad guy? Collector.
I want to Google it. Can I Google it?
No.
I need to
God
Google.
Damn it! Google doesn't exist on the podcast
unless we talk shit about it.
You can use Pornhub.
Battlefield Elden Ring.
Because I don't know who had a bad guy called the Collector.
Yeah,
It was a small game, but it was a big game.
That helps.
What is that game called? Shit.
The Collector I can think of is
that fucking game.
In a Marvel game.
There's two of them.
Movie thing.
There's 3 of them.
What
Actually, there's 4 of them. Technically, there's 4 of them. 5 of them. There's a lot of them.
It's not what I thought it was then.
There's a lot of them, but some of them were like really stupid titles, and I think one of them might have been a racing game.
What?
I am confused. That makes no sense.
So Splinter Cell Mario Kart.
Wait. Metal Gear Mario.
Rainbow Six Sonic.
You're close, Carmen.
Metal Gear Rio.
So I've got in these titles, I've got
Kart.
the full titles in these titles, but I don't have like the abbreviations
Metal Gear
or whatever.
Mario Kart.
Metal Gear survives death.
Metal Geario.
Metal Gear.
Again, I've got full titles.
I don't know. Like, I feel like.
I have no idea.
You guys give up?
Metal Gear Kart. I kind of.
Yeah, Smash Bros.
Metal Gear.
Full titles. Full titles.
Gear X. What isn't there? Isn't there a game like Gear X or
Guilty Gear?
Huh?
Guilty Gear?
Metal
Twisted Metal?
No, not Guilty Gear.
I'll give it to you guys that you got the first game, but it's full titles.
So, Metal Gear Solid Guns of the Roses.
I don't remember Metal Gear titles. I remember Sons of Liberty. That's it.
Metal Gear Solid.
Metal Gear Solid Kart.
No. That would be the
Metal
dumbest
Gear Solid
game.
Mario Kart.
So it's not a racing game. I'm saying one of the sequels of this game had a racing game. You must
Metal
make your
Gear
way through
Solid
puzzled
Mario.
worlds to defeat the kidnapper known as the Collector.
The Collector.
And it's a small but a big game.
Metal.
That's
Gear
contradictory. A small but big game.
I think she's saying like it was a
massively
little
tiny.
game from a. I think maybe she meant it has a cult following, like it was like meant to be
the
small.
Biggest, smallest game ever
of the entire world. It's the smallest, biggest game of the entire world.
Metal Gear Mega Man. I don't know. Metal Gear
Solid
Mega
3
Gear
Puzzle
Man.
Fighter.
Mega Man Gear Metal.
Do you want me to skip to the next one?
Yeah, we gotta
solid.
get through this
No.
one.
We gotta tell us. I mean, don't tell us.
What is it?
You want to know?
Metal Gear.
Yeah.
So it's Metal Gear Solid Little Big Planet. The smallest, biggest game of the world.
Yeah, we weren't even close.
There's a Little Big Planet racing game.
Oh, yeah.
Mm.
Metal Gear Solid Little Big Planet.
I don't think I like this game. It's too much
I'm
in my
not
head.
smart enough
Gotta use
for
your
this
brains.
game.
Okay, one more. I've got 10, but we'll only do one more today. You ready for this? I made this one specifically for
Yes.
Sean. All right.
Oh god. Resident Evil Village Simulator.
You alone are tasked with rescuing a high-profile individual, risking your life on a mysterious island which holds the origins of the universe itself, abused by a mysterious organization.
So Resident Evil
Okay.
4.
Yeah, Resident Evil 4.
Bidden,
Something.
Forbidden,
Forever.
Metal Gear. I mean,
What?
Racing Mario
Resident
Kong.
Evil Mario Racing Simulator
no,
4.
no.
The game.
Resident Evil, Final Fantasy.
Final Fantasy.
Fornal Fantasy. Yes. Cloud Strife in the Fornal Fantasy.
Fornal
Has to fight
Fantasy.
Sorceroy.
Resident Evil Fornal Fantasy.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Ashley Simulator 2019. Oh no. It's like the blue screen of death, but worse. Fornal Fantasy.
All right, just we got to focus on games that start with the word or
Fornal?
letter. The word or the word for.
Mm.
The word for, yeah.
You alone are tasked
Origin
with
of the
rescuing
universe
a
itself.
high-profile individual.
Resident Evil Forever Young. I don't know.
No.
Resident Evil
Lee's
4.
probably right. Resident Evil for the Evil Within. No, that's not right. Sorry.
That won't blend. Gotta blend that
Resident
Used
bitch.
Evil
by a
4
mysterious
4
organization.
Swords. Is that a Zelda thing?
What
Yeah,
mysterious
Resident Evil 4
organizations don't
Swords
abuse
Adventure?
you?
No? Resident Evil Forever.
Forever Young.
That's gonna be the next title. Resident Evil
Resident
Forever.
Evil Forever Young. Forever Young.
Forever young.
Forever.
Demonetized.
No. As I'm
Can
singing
we get a
it,
hint?
so you can't tell.
We're
it's
not smart enough.
It's a
for
pretty
this.
expensive game. I don't know much about the game itself, but it's pretty expensive.
What platform?
Yes.
All of them?
Yes. Just think of a platform and it's on there.
Resident,
know Resident Evil
Resident
4.
Evil Final Fantasy 7?
Fornal.
That's the first thing that I
Yeah.
thought of.
Resident Evil Final.
Resident
Final
Evil
Fantasy.
4 no
Risk your life.
That's why I ended up with Final
Risk
Fantasy.
your life on a mysterious island that holds the origin of the universe itself.
Origin of the universe, though. What the fuck? Origin of the universe.
Final Fantasy 7 would be that.
Yeah.
It's not
Yeah,
Final
it would be
Fantasy
good.
at all.
Okay.
So not Final Fantasy either.
Forfeit. No.
Fantastic.
Four score. 4 years ago.
7.
First game? What?
7 years ago. Is that
What games start with the word for? What games start with the word for?
Not many.
Fortnite. No.
I will kill you.
that's what it is?
Resident Evil Fortnite.
Yeah,
Oh my god! Wait, what?
that one was for Sean. That's
How
the
the
fucking
fuck-
description of Fortnite.
Mysterious island, which holds the origin of
That's-
the universe itself, is Fortnite.
Yeah, that's the description of Fortnite.
How?
I don't know. But yeah,
Fuck
I made
that game.
I made that one specifically for you when I realized they blended so perfectly. It's your two favorite games. So that's blend that bitch. We'll save the others for another day.
That is, we're
Wow.
not smart enough
Those
for that.
are
Well, you
extra
gotta get smart, bitch,
hard.
because you still got 6 to go.
Can you do like really easy ones?
Yeah.
No.
You know
All
how
right,
long it took
let's
us to do
do-
these.
Yep.
Let's do another long game, but hopefully you guys can do it. It is the new improved It's Game Time.
What? Oh yeah, the clock.
I've never
Okay.
seen this one. Have I seen this one? I don't see
Continue
It's-
and improve.
Yeah.
This
so-
looks too complicated.
I can't
All right, so-
count Roman numerals or clock numerals.
Y'all, it's the same game we've played before, but it's a clock.
I don't like it.
Well, get over it. Right. Match up the game titles. Game titles must start with the previous game title's last letter and must end with the same as the next video game title. So the first one we're going from is 12 or 0. Is Resident Evil Code Veronica X. So if we're going for 1, you guys have to come up with a game that starts with the letter X.
Xenogears.
So
Is that
that's
acceptable?
so it has to start with an X and end with an R.
No,
No,
there's
it doesn't
gonna be
have
2
to end
games in
with
between.
R.
So I say Xenogears, so then we had to think of a game that starts with the letter S and ends with R, or
Yeah.
okay.
All right. Xenogears.
Soul Calibur.
Oh.
Nice. So, Caliber.
Ooh, yeah.
Next, game 3 is Rise of the Tomb Raider, R&R. So, the next game 4 must start with an R.
Resident Evil. I thought so hard on that one.
So it starts with an L, ends with an E.
Yeah.
Lame. Let me think. Starts with an L, ends with an E.
Where are you getting the E from?
Isn't that the
I
next?
forgot.
That's
solid
M.
snake? What
Metal Gear.
2, right?
Yeah, but
so
No.
it starts
We're
with
not
M.
there yet. No, we're
Oh, so it starts with an R, ends with an M.
Yeah.
Yeah.
what?
Because Metal Gear
Okay.
starts with an M.
No, but
Yeah.
we're still starting with the R from Soul Calibur.
No, we've done
Starts
Resident
with
No.
Evil.
R. Evil. So it starts with an L, ends in a what?
M.
What happened to the E?
The E is for the next one.
Ends with an E.
Yeah.
Right, I'm
He
trying
put
to
he
catch
put,
up.
he
What
put the
did you
letters there
say
because
for
Metal Gear Resident Evil.
5.
Resident
what did
Evil.
you say?
Wait,
Oh, we haven't said 5 yet because we're trying to explain the alphabet.
Yeah, so it must start with an L. Game 5
That's what
must
I'm
start with
saying.
an L.
And end with an M.
Yeah.
No, starts with a L and ends with a.
It's because you're looking at it backwards. Ignore those letters.
This should be upside down.
You should be upside down. Starts with an L, ends with an M. Are there even any?
L ends with an M. Ooh.
You okay over there? You having a stroke?
Nurse.
I was gonna say lemmings, but no.
No.
La, la, la. La, la.
What the fuck? The fuck ends with an M?
What the fuck starts with an L?
L? I thought it starts with an R.
The clock makes it. I'm sorry. I am so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Stop being sorry and just think of a game that starts with L and ends with M.
Starts with
Wait,
L.
starts with L? What?
So at 4, the 4th game was Resident Evil. It ends with an L.
Oh.
Yeah.
So, okay, starts with an L, ends with
Because-
an M.
Yeah.
I think I might have one, but I might have to verify. So, like, leather. No, not Tim Google. Leather suit Larry something magnet cum.
Leather suit Larry Magnet come.
Leisure suit.
Oh. That's not better. What the fuck? Making shit up, Alec.
No, it was one of my sister's favorite games. Weirdly.
What?
Yeah.
Let me think. Starts with an O, ends with an M.
Lee, help me out here.
Life is Strange Before the Storm.
Yeah.
Wow.
It took me a second. I was like, wait, I know this.
So starts with an M, ends with an E.
No.
Yeah,
That's
that was
Metal
already
Gear.
done.
That's Metal Gear. Now we want starts with an E and ends with whatever we want.
Oh, okay.
E.
Yeah.
Game 7.
7. What's 7 o'clock game?
E. Earthworm Jim.
That was a good game. I'm still looking for that game.
Earthworm.
I've never played it, but I know it exists.
Right, so the
Earthworm
next
Jim.
one must start with M and end with T.
M as in Mary and
Yes.
ends with T as in Tom. Okay.
Yes.
Neat.
Minecraft.
Woo!
The next one is Tetris. That one's done for you. So TNS. And then the next one must start with an S.
And it could end with anything.
Yep.
Super Mario Brothers.
Which one?
The first one.
You want to stick with Super Mario Bros?
Sure.
All right. Super Mario Bros. So.
SR.
Yeah.
It's another SR. And we already had an SR, but now it's a second SR. Street Fighter.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
Is it
Well
Street
done,
Fighter or
guys.
Street Fighters?
It's Street Fighter.
Oh.
Nice. How dare you pick that?
You should call this game Full Circle because
Fuck
that's like a
this
callback
game.
to our full circles that we used to do all the time.
Well, I liked it because it's game and there's time. So yeah, whatever. But maybe full circle.
It's game
But like
time. I get it now.
because these don't
Right.
turn upside down, it like the 6 o'clock really confused me because it wasn't upside down. You know what I mean?
Just see it as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but it fits better on paper. That's it.
okay.
All right.
I don't like that
Sean's
picture.
game.
Oh. I have a game.
I don't like your
You have a
tone.
gam? I want to play your gam.
My gam is you don't know shit about Resident Evil.
Fucking picture.
It's true. It's true. It's true. Sorry.
Jill's like, excuse me? That fucking Leon picture. I hate it.
It's terrifying.
That's a big gun. Sorry.
All right, so I'm going to ask you some Resident Evil trivia. Some of it might be legitimate. Some of it might be completely made up.
Oh, I'm
But
good.
I'm
at
going to
this.
ask you questions about the Resident Evil universe, and you're going to give me the answer, whether it's true or not.
I'm good at
Fortnite.
true or false,
All
I
right.
think. But I'm not good at Resident Evil, so I don't know.
So I guess we'll start with Carmen.
Yeah.
The actress who portrays Alice, Mila Jovovich, met her
Jovovich.
husband on the set of Resident Evil. What is his name?
That's not a true or false question, Sean.
It's not necessarily true or false.
He said the answer, it might be true or false.
It might be true or false.
The facts.
It's the facts.
That's
Some
a
of these,
question, not
some
a
of these,
fact.
some of these will be true or false. Some of them will not be.
I'm not allowed to use Google?
No. What the
No.
fuck? Why would you
dare
be able?
I dare you to go on Jeopardy one day and just be like, "Am I allowed to use
Can I
Google?"
use Google?
So if the person asked the question can't get it, it'll drop down to the next person.
Ooh,
Mhm.
stealing. Ouch.
So Carmen, what do you think? Do you know the answer? Can you guess?
To who she's married to?
Who is she married to? She met her husband on the set of Resident Evil. What is his name?
I don't fucking know.
Chris Redfield.
That is
Who
correct.
directed the
And then he
live
died.
action Resident Evil films? Carmen?
What? No, I can't remember. I didn't. I remember just
10,
bits and pieces.
9, 8,
I pass.
7. Okay. Jazz, same question. The actress who portrays Alice, Mila Jovovich, met her husband on the set of
Jovovich.
Resident Evil. What is her name? What is his name?
That would be the director, James Cameron.
What? James Cameron?
Final answer, Steve.
That is incorrect. Hey, Alec.
Aw,
Paul W.S. Anderson.
that
damn, I
is
was so
correct.
close.
Alec has one
Fuck that
point.
guy.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm gonna have fun with this.
How many questions you got?
Because Sean knows I know the answer. Because
So
I fucking
many.
hate
Why
it.
did you lie? Why did you not
I didn't
answer
lie. I accidentally said the wrong thing.
that? What?
Aw.
Okay. So we're back to Carmen because Alec
Okay.
got that correct.
Wow.
What is the real name of the character known as One in Resident Evil?
One. I don't know any of these because I don't know the games.
Can we
and
use
I feel
Ask
like
Jeeves?
it's stupid. Huh?
Ask.
Jeez.
Wow.
I could ask Cora. I could ask Siri. I don't ask Siri because I don't have a Siri thing. I don't have an Apple because apples are stupid. Who was Juan?
Not
Juan
Juan.
Hernandez.
Not Juan. One.
Who the fuck is Julio?
How do you know? Juan might be one. I mean, one might be Juan.
One.
Wait, I didn't know that.
They just misheard him on the phone or something, and they thought that he said, "My name is Juan," but it's actually Juan.
What?
So what's your answer?
I pass.
Jazz?
Wait, I'll say
Nope.
Wesker just for shits.
That is incorrect. Jazz?
So it's a video game character or Resident Evil character that we don't see often. So they refer to him as One, but his actual name is Bob Saget.
That is incorrect.
Oh shit.
Alec?
Bob Saget died.
I don't really know, so
I didn't fucking know this.
I'm gonna say Chris Redfield.
That is incorrect.
Is it Hunk?
How about
That is also
801?
incorrect.
Oh, that was my actual guess.
801.
Oh my god, Ada 1. It's gotta be Ada.
801.
What's the answer?
It's James Shade.
Who the
I-
fuck is
Who?
James?
I don't
James.
fucking know.
Portrayed by Bob Saget.
Yeah, I
That's
had no
great.
idea.
All right.
At least I'm giving you good reasoning behind my answers, and I'm trying
Are you?
my hardest.
Okay.
Back to Carmen.
Back to Carmen.
You got
According
this, Carmen.
According to
I-
marketing material for Resident Evil and Resident Evil Apocalypse, Umbrella uses the T virus in 3 consumer drugs. What are these drugs called?
What are they called? Not even what are they? Like allergy pill.
What are they called? I'll take one. If you can give me one, I'll give it to you.
One. Who is
One.
his name is Bob Saget.
Okay.
I forgot already what the real one was.
Do you need me to repeat the question?
I mean, you want to
Mhm.
know what the fictional name of the drug is that Umbrella creates. Rejuvenator.
No, what they put the T
Rejuvenate-
virus in.
Rejuvenex. Rejubijubbies.
You're really close.
Resident Evil Rejuvenation.
You're super close. Just give me one. I just need
Rejuvenex.
one.
Rejuveno. Rejuvenaire. Rejuvistan.
More simplistic. You're close.
Reju.
Jazz.
Rejuvenemesis. No, the 3 drugs are cocaine, heroin, and hash.
Alec.
Rejuven.
I'm thinking of Resident Evil 3, so like that advert where Jill clicks on the thing and there's like
Umbrella.
Rejuven umbrella.
Rejuju. It's like juju.
Concentrate.
Sorry, I'll let him.
You're very close.
I don't know why I'm so hyper right now.
Something cure.
It's a something.
Zed and evil.
Revitalol? Revitalol.
Excuse me, what?
Revitalol. It's like Tylenol, but stronger.
Revitex.
Funny. Yeah, I can't remember.
It's regenerate, return, and rejuvenon.
Rejuvenon.
All right.
That's the generic names.
Carmen, name 4 of the 8 survivors in RE Outbreak.
I'm kidding. I don't fucking know. Gary. Grady.
Wow.
Grady? I don't know about this Grady.
There is somebody with a name that starts with a G.
Gary, Gravy, Grady, Garrett, Gangster.
Jazz. Name 4 of the 8 survivors in RE Outbreak.
You just want 4?
Just 4?
Okay. Rachel, Phoebe, Chandler, and Ross.
Alec.
David.
Name 4 of the 8 survivors in RE Outbreak.
If Alec doesn't do it, I'll do it for real.
David, Cindy, Mark, Kevin.
Bob.
Can you give me their full names?
Fuck no.
You're just adding on like extra hardness.
I'll take first names, but you get bonus points if you can get if you can get their full names.
I know 2 of them by first and last name.
Rachel Berry.
No, the actual characters this time. Renovia.
I nearly said Alyssa Camps, but I was like, no. That's
See, that's one of them.
She's a survivor.
David King. Is it David King?
Mm-hmm, that's correct.
Yokozuna? No.
Yoko Uno.
Skyrim.
Just give him the regular points.
All right. Fine. You get the point.
Yoko Suzuki.
Carmen.
Ah,
Which Resident Evil game has a crab monster in it? It's a multiple choice. Multiple choice.
Oh.
Is it A, RE0, B, RE Revelations, C, RE5, or D, none?
RE5. Final answer.
That is correct.
Wait, what?
Yeah, right. I always
Where's the-
thought I always
that's the
thought it was
score-
I always thought it was a spider, but it's actually a crab.
Which part has a crab monster?
When you're going down the elevator and you have that giant black and red spider looking thing, it's actually a fucking crab.
Resident Evil
That
5?
makes
Probably.
sense when
Yeah.
it's. Yeah, I'm with you.
Fucking elevator.
Oh, the one that spins round and round.
Mhm. When you're looking for Jill,
Oh
and you
yeah.
have all the pods.
Yeah. With the
it's
crab
a-
babies.
I always thought that was a spider, but it's a fucking crab.
Throw grenades to get crab babies.
Yep.
Don't tell me because I
Crap,
haven't
crap.
played it. I don't know how to.
Well, throw
Eat 'em yet.
grenades.
All right, last one, Jazz.
Yeah.
How many known family members does character Albert Wesker have? Multiple choice. Is it A, 1, B, 2, C, 3, or D, none?
2.
That is correct.
Damn.
Damn it.
Damn it.
All right, that's it. We'll end it right there. So,
You need their
Alec,
names?
Oh,
Alex Trebek and Jake Paul.
Alec, you are the winner.
Yeah.
Good job.
I worked so hard.
Good job.
Got so far.
Sean
In the
got
end, it
so
didn't even
mad at
matter.
me.
All right, let's do the last game. Reverse and remember.
It is now time for reverse and remember.
All right, so let's do the first one.
Yeah, with somebody new about what you know what? This is my no.
what is Jazz is dying.
Is that a Wardcast episode?
I think I know what it
sounds
is.
like it.
I think I know what it is, but I'd
Tell
have to
me.
hear it again.
Okay.
Yeah, with somebody new about what you know what? This is my no.
Never mind, I don't know what it is. It was it my last exorcism?
What the fuck? The Wardcast.
It sounds like Jazz is stabbing something. That's all I got. Is
Sounds like something evil's going on.
Okay, so you guys are saying the Wardcast?
I don't know.
yeah. I'm saying the Wardcast.
Yep.
I don't know how. I don't know when.
Jazz?
But yeah.
I guess so. Where the hell's Lee? I'm waiting for Lee to tell
Yeah,
me.
Lee, what the fuck? Tell us. You know.
Well, actually, before
He's
we
like,
did the
episode
Wardcast,
this, so many minutes in.
Lee said to me that he's going to refrain from answering reverse and remember, so you guys have to think for yourselves.
He's
That's-
abandoned.
No!
us.
That's at our time of need. Where I'm
All right.
clearly being possessed by the devil.
You're wrong. It's not the Wardcast, so here's the original.
We're both covered in blood.
Oh shit, he's coming! He's coming! Fuck you, bitch!
Run!
Fuck you! Out the window! Oh.
Get the child, Jason.
Let's go in the woods. Are you behind?
No, where'd you go? I went the opposite way.
Is it the forest?
I got a first aid spray.
Oh.
Why were we not hearing the child scream? That was the best part of that.
I think I heard it. I just didn't understand it. I
This
thought that
kid like
somebody was just
screamed
making.
and started stabbing us.
Ward
Okay, that
plays
was-
Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
Survive this Friday the 13th.
Oh,
right.
Sean still gets it.
All right. Well, no, because he said do Wardcast, so no one.
Hey, still got
Well,
you.
so
Jumped
word
out the
plays,
window
not
and then
wordcast.
bled to death.
Word plays. Survive this.
Next
Whatever.
one.
Sorry, maybe. Shall he become required enough? Where's he coming? Taylor's hand. Yeah, get it. It's not been nice to see. Hang on, you know, mate. You know, we make. Yes, never had you. Last year, remember we did. John.
Metal Gear Solid 2.
Solid 2.
Interesting.
DDR. The movie.
Yeah, DDR the movie. The
Directed
game.
by James
DDR
Cameron.
the movie, the game.
Colin.
I can hear a beach. That's about it. And like back and forth on maybe a CB radio. I can't think of it.
Wow.
That's all I got.
So, are you going to have a guess or?
Just say Metal Gear Solid 2.
Metal Gear Solid.
Chunk of
2.
Liberty.
All right.
Yes.
Now, they all think it's Metal Gear Solid 2. Lee,
Oh, it's
what
Metal
do
Gear
you
Solid
think it
3.
is?
I changed my answer. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, I'm
I'll play it
changing
one
my
more time
answer.
while Lee changes.
Sorry, maybe. Shall he become required enough? Where's he coming? Taylor's hand. Yeah, get it. It's not been nice to see. Hang on, you know, mate. You know, we make. Yes, never had you. Last year, remember we did. John.
It's a fucking Metal Gear game for sure.
The scanning sounds kind of sound like the Genesis.
I'm sticking with Metal Gear.
Genesis.
Well,
I'm gonna change my answer to Revelations
What?
with the jackass and whatever.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna switch to Metal Gear 3.
Carmen, you sticking with yours?
'Cause I think the birds I'm hearing are coming from Carmen's constant bird sound, not from the video. So I don't think there's a
No,
beach.
there were bird sounds. Oh, I forgot. Oh, you didn't tell me that I should have turned
But
off my birds.
I thought it was the audio.
No, it is the audio because I was hearing it through my headphones. I forgot that the birds are there because their noise canceling
Revelations
headphones.
is my answer. It's
All
probably
right,
wrong,
is-
but yeah.
Is the original?
Nice guys. Maybe we were meant for each other. Take me to heaven, Snake. Kept you waiting, huh? Can't wait any longer. Guess it's time to launch some fireworks. You're kidding, right? I knew you had it in you. Naturally. I like it. I like you too.
Why does it sound spicy?
Cut it out. You're making me blush. Sweet dreams. You mean in your arms?
The hell is this shit?
Why is it spicy?
In reverse, though, that
Is it
beeping sounds
Metal
just
Gear
like the
Online?
Genesis scan.
Okay, it is Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker, and it's it's one of them missions where Kaz asks Snake out for a date on the beach. Anyway,
Makes sense.
Fuck that game.
Metal Gear Solid.
all right, here's the next one. was a short one, so I'll do it again.
Silent Hill.
Resident Evil?
Mm.
I'm hearing the in the background.
Mm. I feel like I'm hearing something like either water lapping or something very wet at the end.
Feel like it's maybe the Resident Evil, like when the zombies coming down the stairs when you're in the kitchen scene.
Mm.
No, because this sounded like a female zombie.
How dare you? How dare you be sexist?
Zombist.
All right, guesses, people.
It's a male zombie in the conservatory with a candelabra.
With a cape.
With a cape.
Chandelabra. With the chandelier.
Chandelabra.
Just walk into the conservatory with a chandelier.
Guesses, people.
Silent Hill.
None.
Resident Evil.
I would guess Resident Evil. But that I just don't know. Also, I turned off the birds because
All right. Jazz is closest. And here's the original.
It's like a demonic cat.
What the fuck?
So it's what happens when you stab a ghost with the Sword of Obedience in Silent Hill 4.
So Silent Hill.
I quit.
Wow.
I quit.
Do you still hate Silent Hill 4?
Yep.
All right, let's do the next one.
Now more than
What?
That's a lot of noise. Oh, Jackass and Grinder, that's their names.
Jack what?
Jackass and Grinder. I always forget Grinder's name. Sasha reminded me. Whatever, douche.
What?
It's Dead Rising.
I have no idea.
Yes, then.
I'm just gonna say Left 4 Dead to be different.
Sean, have a guess.
I have no idea.
Doctors and lawyers and cops.
Oh my.
Resident Evil 4 or fantasy.
Resident Evil Fortnite.
I don't know.
Okay, you're all wrong. It is a PS2 game called State of Emergency.
Hold it right there! Reed! Get him back!
I'm a real cop.
Tough boy now, come on!
Yep.
Go, go, go! Smash the corporation!
Sounds like a PS2 game.
Report all code violators to Moss City to earn bonus shopping credits.
Go, go, go!
Yeah, I never partaked. Partook?
Never
Partook.
partaken.
Okay.
I semi-rebelled, I guess. I don't know.
Partuck.
It was that
Partook.
time where, like, I don't know, Rockstar kind of had a reputation, and then they did State of Emergency like randomly. It was terrible, and I was not a fan.
All right. The next one is actually an arcade game. Ready?
What with you? Boy, with that ass. Yeah, no such thing. Now listen.
Excuse me.
I don't really play arcade games, so if it's not House of the Dead, I have no idea.
It's a hint that might be good if you can remember. It actually terrified me as a kid watching this arcade machine. So let's play it again.
Mario Kart.
Must be dead.
What with you? Boy, with that ass.
I don't know.
Yeah, no such thing. Now listen.
Winners don't use drugs.
Area 51. I don't know. I'm just throwing shit out there.
Jurassic Park.
Okay.
With
That was a really good arcade game.
Another
It's a good
hint.
movie.
When the PS2 doesn't read a disc properly, it sometimes goes to a red screen, like a little red dot.
I think it was Terminator 2, the arcade game for SNES. Just out of the top of my head.
Sean died.
I don't know. Jurassic Park.
Let's have a reveal.
Excellent. It's Judgment Day.
I guess Lee's right.
Fire at will. Way to go.
Fire at will.
That's funny.
It is
Way to
Terminator
go.
2, the arcade game. So, next one.
A real bit. I want to wish you correct. No, there were so little. Panic about the funny is here. Nothing is in the sham of the in the cabsy. Sir. Let's national system over.
Is it Resident Evil? Like the original? Just because of the music.
Can I hear it again?
Zip in the weekend. A real bit. I want to wish you correct. No, there were so little. Panic about the funny is here. Nothing is in the sham of the in the cabsy. Sir. Let's national system over.
It's like freaking like Martian Gothic.
The like intro sort of a special the intro music is so familiar.
The
But do I
first
know
part
it?
sounded like me
No.
going, "Oh," but I know it wasn't.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just go for a stretch and say Martian Gothic. It's garbage.
Wow.
But it sounded like the stupid like music from the original RE.
All right, now
Rude.
Sean's back. Let's do that one more time.
Zip the innovation. A real bit. I want to wish you direction. No idea where so there was. Panic about the funny is here. Nothing it in. No shame of the team in the cabsy. There. Let's national system over.
Martian Gothic is not a bad guess.
Right? It's got like weird like little laser sounds.
Fucking Sasha Drowning Simulator.
I love that game.
Wow. It's my favorite.
You have to mash the buttons to swim to the surface.
I wonder what Credence will sound like drowning.
Well, I mean, if you're above the water and he's below the water, he wouldn't sound like anything. Except bubbles.
Carmen, have a guess?
No guesses.
Okay. All right. Here's the reveal.
Of old Mr. Sunshine himself, Rez. He's back in the media dimension, and they think I'm crazy enough to go back in after him. So they whisk me away to Interrogation 101. They play rough. Start giving me the business. I give a little back.
Okay, it is Gex. Enter the gecko. And the last one, guys.
Nicht zo goed, hè? Sta je nu dan? Ja, hier. Oei, you're not missing. Ja, ja, there is shit will be. You? Come on, dat is leuk. Hey, bom, mothers. Nee, you know, honey, als nu weer. Ja, yo, sir, yes, who is he? Ja, yo, sir, I'm not taking share of his name.
Sounds like Duel.
There was a lot of me.
Some Diz.
That's all I picked up.
Oh.
No Alec. I'm gonna say Duel.
Yeah.
Unspecified.
Unspecified duel.
That's weird.
Duel
Yeah.
somewhere between episode 1 and 13.
What the fuck?
Or it's the montage of Leon swears.
It sounds very duelish.
I was like, Alec keeps looking at us weird, but he's frozen.
Alec, what is happening?
Everything's out of order.
Please, internet pooped.
Uh-oh. We may have lost our host.
Then we'll never get the answers.
Then we can assume that we were all right.
We nailed it. Good job, everybody.
Oh.
Alec? Hello?
There we are.
I'm pretty sure I heard him go.
Hello, Alec? Technical difficulties.
It's technical disabilities, Sean. Come on.
I'm sorry.
Oh, so it's not even
Right.
Lee's internet, it's just Alec.
No, it's I was using my phone data soon, because Lee's internet has been a bit iffy. All right, let's do the last one again quickly.
Nicht so grüß, Stop, you know that. Yeah, here. Ui, you're not missing. Ja, they're shit. Still? Come on, Was look like hell. Hey, mothers. Nee, honey, how's the weave? Ja, sir. Yes, who is it? Ja, sir, month now, but they can share a pang is name.
Yeah,
It
it's
sounds very dualish.
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 All the Leon swears.
What episode?
1 through 13, one of them.
I heard a little bit of Diz.
It's dual. The one with all of the episodes together. It is a video,
So,
bitch.
the complete.
That is a cop out. Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Hey,
What
fuck
if it's
you.
Hey,
legitimate?
more specific with your dual episodes, Dan.
What? They're fucking cut up into pieces.
Just like the dead people.
What?
What?
Mm.
Dual.
Yes, it's dual. But
That
what
one episode. That
I've
one that
used
I'm not going to
Diz
mention.
too many
it's just
times
there.
to. It's something beyond episode 8.
13.
12 and a half.
We're saying episode 7.
7.
If I said to the Monkmobile,
Is it 7 or 8 or 6? Fuck. It's 6, 7, or 8. That's all I know.
7.
7.
It's 8.
Yeah, I'm gonna say. Yeah, I'm gonna say 7. 7 sounds right. I think Sasha's got it.
any other guesses, guys?
8.
Norman?
No.
Episode 9,
know.
motherfucker.
8 was kind of like the comeback.
Nah, it's episode 9.
It's 6 or
Alright.
7.
Let's play the reveal.
Commencing operation, get the blonde from the murderous white guy. Phase 2, Section 4.
Murderous white guy? Have you been talking to Hunnigan?
To the Monkmobile!
Whoa, the white devil's up here. Dude!
How many people have you killed anyway?
Oh my god!
Wait, these people, or
Holy shit.
whatever they are the
Dying.
bad guys. What's it matter to you?
Nothing.
God, you're such a
Can't believe
freak.
it.
Hey, can I join your cause? That answer your question?
Leon!
Okay.
Is it 7?
It is dual episode 6, episode.
Fuck.
No, part 2.
Wait, what? Didn't I just joke a few minutes ago, like 6.5?
I suppose you're closest, so yeah.
I was just
Alright.
dicking around.
I love a good dicking around. Right, that's the end of game time. I don't think anyone else had any games because I think we kind of gone on a bit.
That was a lot of games.
It was
That
game
was.
night edition.
Game night.
Yeah.
was 6
Oh,
games.
we should do a special Wardcast where it's nothing but games. No.
We
maybe
just
not.
did.
Yeah, I think that was tonight.
All right. So on, unless there's any other segments you guys want to talk about video games or.
Fidget games are fun.
All right, let's do Nobody Asked Us segment, and then we can wrap this puppy up.
There you go.
I mean, is it going to read them or?
All right, question
7.
one.
Sorry.
Yeah. What is the best video game for multiplayer? Obviously, it's Resident Evil Fallen.
PUBG.
Fortnite. I'm kidding.
I feel like that's highly subjective.
You
Agreed.
want to say Halo 2?
Minecraft, because you can do so much.
I mean, Conan we had a lot of fun with too. I don't know. I feel like it depends on the situation, the scenario, the people that you have with you. You can have a super fun multiplayer experience with a single player game. Yeah, Mario Party. That's a good answer.
Elise says Mario Party.
That's what I just said. You fuck.
Just not.
He said it with an English
Fuck
accent.
you.
Mario
Eh.
Party.
Yeah.
He said, yeah, said Mario
Mario.
Mario Party.
Party. Okay, enough.
Sasha, it wasn't episode 7 part 2, it was episode 6 part 2.
She was
Moving
close.
on.
I didn't recognize
Still
my
one
own
deal.
me.
Question 2. You never do.
Wow.
Question 2. What's the rarest game you have? And how did you get hold of it?
Oh, God.
Sean, are you on the black market? No, I'm kidding. But are you?
I mean, like, rarest or like most valuable?
Rarest.
Do both.
I feel like it's kind of the same thing.
No, because like, what about that? Do you have more things like that demake? That remember that Resident Evil demake? Do you have anything like more like that?
I think the most expensive / rarest thing that I have right now is the Resident Evil 2 Collector's Edition on Xbox One, which is weird. It's not what I would think would be my rarest game, but yeah.
Jazz coming.
We once had Xenogears, but no longer, so I guess it doesn't count.
Isn't that fucked up? I have a sealed copy of Xenosaga 3, and it's not the rarest game that I have.
I have a sealed copy of a lot of things. But do you still have Xenogears? Or no?
I do. I have 1, 2, 3. 3
No,
is
Gears,
sealed.
not the Saga. Gears, not Saga.
Oh, well, there was only one Gear.
Gears. Yeah, I know. That's why when you said 2 and 3, I was like, no.
No, I don't. I do not have Gears.
Because I remember one of us used to have Gears. Yes, because I played it. I played it.
Metal Gears.
I didn't play it in my brain.
I feel like Damon might have had that.
It might have
that for a
it
little
might
while.
have been Damon. Yeah.
Jazz.
But even that, I think if you have a complete copy of Xenogears, I think it goes for like $150.
$90.
No, I think it goes for like $150, maybe $2.
Oh wow. What do I even have? I don't do rare.
I got 2, but one of them I'm sending to Sean.
2? Resident Evil 2?
Mario Party. The 3
yeah.
for the 64. I think that's the one. And then I would say like the mislabeled Revelations for the 3DS, because they stopped making, like, they stopped selling them, and there's only like a specific amount out still.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. You think that would have more value, but like right now, it really doesn't.
I don't see why it would have value really, but I mean, like, I don't know, like,
it's
the
like
worth
a rare
because
misprint.
because it's not something you can buy new anymore. So it's like,
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Like, you think it'd have a lot of value because it's rare. Like,
It's
it's
not like
it's a rare
not the
misprint.
rarest thing I have for video games, but it is definitely like probably the rarest game I have because it's yeah.
Sasha
And what are
doesn't
we-
know. I wasn't too sure. Lee says Project Zero, Maiden of Black Water limited edition for Wii U was the rarest game I had, due to it being a niche Wii U game and the game wasn't released physically in North America.
The rarest game I have
I
is Donkey
mean-
Kong Country because it's made by Rare.
Lee sent me that game, so I would say like that's one of my more rare games. But like right now, it's weird. Video games are weird. Like they go through these waves of like rarity. Like right now, Resident Evil 2 Collector's Edition on Xbox One, I think, is the rarest game that I own because it's like selling for the most value. But like it fluctuates, it goes up and down.
But it doesn't count if you no longer have it, right?
No, I have it. It's just like
No,
it's a weird.
No, I know.
It's a weird
thing. But I mean, like, if I had a thing at one point in time, it doesn't count if I no longer have it. Correct?
Right. Well, like the rarest game that I've ever owned, unfortunately,
Fortnite
is Fortnite. Yeah, like that. If I were to,
unfortunately,
like, if I had kept Fortnite and got it graded, like that's literally a up to a $30,000 game.
But it had a little thing on the cover.
But like it's like when you're trying to sell a game that's worth like more than $1,000, like it's a process. Like you need to go through a company and get like a representative and then go through an auction house and like go through all these different steps, and like I wasn't interested in doing that. So like I wanted to get rid of it. It's Fortnite. It's disgusting. I don't want it. No.
Hey, don't what? I was gonna say, hey, dare you? I mean, hey, how dare you? I like Fortnite. It's good.
And out of all the games too, like I feel like in terms of like collectability, that's such a time capsule game. That's a game that's going to lose value substantially. Like once, like, I don't know, once we hit a period of time, it's just going to disappear. Because it's what's the word? Like vaporware? You know what I mean? Like in terms of like right now, while Fortnite is popular and like in season and everybody knows what Fortnite is, and like it's like I don't know. It's like a snapshot in time of like popularity of gaming when Fortnite was a really popular thing. So to have like a sealed copy of the original version of Fortnite while it's at the height of popularity, it's very expensive. But like fast forward like 10 years from now, where Fortnite is a games as a service game and it's gone and it disappears and nobody knows what the fuck Fortnite is, it's going to have no value. Does that make sense? Like it's not I don't think that it's going to be like in terms of like a physical collector, it's not going to be an item that will maintain value going forward. It's something that has value like in the moment of popularity. Does that make sense?
It does, but I'm not quite sure that I agree with you.
Because it's vaporware. Like in 10 years, like right now, everyone in the world knows what Fortnite is, right?
Mm-hmm.
So in the landscape of like knowing what Fortnite is, like if you have the original inception of Fortnite sealed complete, right now that means something because Fortnite is part of the zeitgeist. Everybody knows what Fortnite is in the game space. But in 10 years, when that games as a service game is dead and closed and shuttered, and you can't play it anymore, no one's going to care. Like, it's not going to matter if you have a sealed copy of Fortnite when Fortnite has come and gone.
Mhm.
I would say the rarest game that I have right now is probably Dino Crisis 2 for the PS1.
That's a good one.
Because I don't have that many games physically.
You son of a bitch.
All right, moving on. Well, I didn't have a lot of choice in that matter. Question 3. What's one mistake you hate doing while playing? Like, for example, double jumping when you only needed to jump once to get to the platform.
Running into walls. I get stuck in corners a lot because I have like no coordination, or spending 40 minutes trying to figure out where the fuck I am if a game has no map or a really, really poor map. And I have shit for internal mapping brain parts. So I get lost easily and I run into walls. And that is some real noob shit that I have not gotten over.
I guess the closest thing for me is like when I'm trying to speed run like a Resident Evil game. Just like making the wrong, I don't know, like micro calculation, trying to like sidestep a zombie or something like that. Sometimes I can fuck up like your entire run. Like if you're trying to do a speed run in Resident Evil and you get hit in a place where you're not anticipating a hit, you can fuck up your whole run. Because it's like you calculate, okay, well, I'm going to make this run. I'm not going to save. I'm going to use X amount of healing items. These are the particular places where I'm going to dodge zombies. And if you fail to do that, like it fucks up your entire run. Because you figure like there's particular places where you're going to, I mean, not necessarily guaranteed take a hit, but like 90%, like you're going to get hit in specific areas. So you kind of accommodate that. So like if you get hit earlier, it fucks up your entire run.
Mm-hmm.
I thought you would have said not
Jazz?
saving.
That's every game that I play. That's all
what
of
my
them.
answer was going to be.
That's every game I play. That's every video that I edit. It's normal.
Sean
for
just
me.
doesn't want to be saved. My answer, there's a lot of stupid things that I do when I play games, but definitely mine is every single time I play Minecraft. When something sneaks up on me and I try to hit it, I always panic and change the perspective view and go into like staring at myself because I usually play in third person. So I get like the backwards cam and then it gets me like almost killed because I panic. So
I don't know if that's really a mistake though.
yeah, it is. I by mistake clicked the thumbstick instead of moving it.
Because it's like
Accidentally
a
switched my
panic button
perspective.
mash kind of thing.
I would say my mistake when I'm playing video games is that I think of stupid things to do rather than paying attention to the story.
Yeah.
So, like parody, machine writing, and I don't take all the context of the story. I just think, oh, wouldn't that be funny if I did this or something like that?
Start thinking about script instead of paying attention.
Yeah. All right, last question. So I was going through my closet in the living room, and while searching, I found one of my Wii nunchucks that had been lost for maybe almost a decade. What have you found years later?
My BSAA wristband. I used to have this the material wristbands you can get, and it had the BSAA logo, and I wore that like every day, and then I misplaced it somewhere, and I was freaking out and like looking through the whole townhouse trying to find it. My roommates were like on the lookout for it, and it became such an ongoing like joke about like if somebody lost something, they were like, "Oh, it's probably with Jazz's BSAA wristband." And then I bought a new one to replace it, and then like years later, I found the original one, and I was pretty upset. But then I had to. Yeah.
Carmen.
I'm trying to think because on one hand, I don't tend to lose things and find it later, because if I lost it, then I lost it outside of the house and I never I'll never retrieve it again. Oh wait, there was one, but I was a literal teen, and it has nothing to do with video games. But when I was a teenager, I must have been like 16 years old or something. I would have my keys for my house on a springy, one of those springy key ring things that uses like a wrist tie, and wrist tie, you know what I mean. But I lost my key. Heard it from my parents that, in the 90s, they're worried that like somebody's going to steal your key and break into your house. Like they know what house it belongs to, and had to get the key remade, and then found it 6 months later across the street on a bush after the snow had melted, because I lost it in the maybe the fall or winter time, and found it again in the spring. 6 months later across the street from my house on a bush. But usually if I lose something, I don't. I might forget that something exists, but I won't have like I forget that I owned it, but it wouldn't really be lost. It'd just be like put away. But yeah.
And Sean.
I run into I've gone through a lot of periods of my life where I've had to put my entire life into storage, and there's been multiple times where I've lost an entire storage unit.
Mm-hmm.
So it's there's a lot of there's things that I have that I've had for forever, and there's things that I feel like I should have that I don't, because I probably lost them in storage. So I go through this process of oh shit, I still have this. Why do I have this? This is crazy. And then I go through this process of oh, I should have this thing, but I don't. What the fuck? So I run into that a lot, especially when I'm going through and I'm reorganizing things and I'm categorizing and alphabetizing my game collection. It's I'll run into either path, right? Where it's oh shit, I still have this, or I should have this thing. Where the fuck is it? So I don't know. I kind of go through both dynamics, and it's frustrating both ways.
As for me, I would say it's frustrating when I lose memory cards. I know I've stored them somewhere, but the amount of times someone would try to tidy up my room for me, and they will move the memory cards and have no idea where they put them, because they don't know what the fuck they just put somewhere else. So, and it's years later I find the memory cards, and I sometimes put them into the console to see what was on the memory card. I'm like, when did I do that? And I looked at the date of it. It's oh yeah. But yeah, it's weird because I still have dreams, quite a lot of dreams where I'm in a flea market type thing or a boot fair, and I'm just looking around for fucking memory cards. I don't know why, but I get them a lot of the time. So I'm just what is it about memory cards? So
yeah, I go through that same thing, not with memory cards in particular, but in terms of my game collection, because it's hard for me to pinpoint. Like, if you were to ask me, like, hey, when did you start collecting? It's like, I mean, I couldn't really tell you because, like, ever since I've been gaming, I collected video games, but like, I've gone through cycles of like, well, I was a kid. I had to sell games. I had to, I put things in stores. I lost storage. I got storage back. So, like, it's hard to tell you like when I started collecting because I have fragments of like things that I was able to keep, fragments of things that I lost. I've always been trying to collect things, but like, it kind of comes and goes depending on circumstances in life, right? Like, once upon a time, it's like if you ask me, hey, do you have Clock Tower? I mean, once upon a time, yeah, like I remember the entire history of like when I went into buyback games and I bought that shit for like $10 and I didn't know what the fuck it was and I played it and I liked it and it was cool, and in my mind like I should still have that game, but like when we look at it today, I don't have it anymore. I don't know when I lost it, but it's like if I go and try to replace that game goes for like fucking $300 now. But like in my mind as a collector, like I had it, I bought it. I remember when I bought it. I don't remember when I lost it, but I don't have it now. Like, it's crazy. It's very complicated.
Crazy.
It's crazy and it sucks.
All right. This has been episode 196. Thanks for joining us, everybody. If you enjoyed the podcast or any of the content on the Ward, please consider helping us grow up by sharing our content, liking the video and subscribing. Remember to spread the Ward, not just COVID. You can support the Ward through patreon.com/The Ward Productions to get exclusive content or buy merchandise like t-shirts or hats. And more on the website, theward.com. If you have any questions, suggestions, or ideas for future Wardcast games and such, feel free to comment below to find the Ward Asylum on Discord and join in the fun. Thanks so much for watching and have a great week, and we'll see you in the next video. Get fucked!
Bye. Wait, what?
We rendered.
I'm